Oh, hello.
Hello? Hey, hi, hello?
Hi, Caesar.
Let's see here. Alright. Is it working? Ooh. Hype training? Wait, left out. Howdy. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, good. Sounds like positive harassment. I like it. We tolerate that. Like that. Ah. think so. I believe so.
Guys had just finished up Merlin's castle, spoken to Morgan, and she had taken you. She had teleported you to Oakenborough. You had spoken to the Shadowstalkers leader. So, not yet. In Ember Marrow. You spoke to the Shadowstalkers leader. He told you to deal with the Elemental Conclave, told you all about the staff, which was the radiant item you were there to collect, and he agreed to give it to you while you went and tried to deal with the Elemental Conclave. Uh, Morgan then teleported you to Oakenborough, and you tried and failed to convince the Elemental Conclave mayor to let you help or at least change up his plan or anything like that. And so you guys decided, because Morgan knew where the Shadow Elemental was, you could just go and take care of it without anyone knowing it was you, despite everyone probably knowing it would be you. And you went and you did it. Morgan had absorbed part of the power of the staff, so she was able to use that to initiate the combat, which did make it a little bit easier for you guys to just pounce on and finish off the Shadow Elemental. Out of a quick little puzzle at the end, which I believe was mostly just brute force by ADM. I don't think there was actually too much strategy going into it. Was able to turn off the Elemental Conclave machinery that was controlling the water, cause it putting an end to that. That revealed a bunch of crystals, magical batteries, and like control crystals that Shalfel did in fact take a swipe of just before everyone was teleported away.
Yes.
Shalfel had the big blue crystal that was being powered by the others. And you guys did a quick teleport back to Merlin's place. And yeah, you said goodbye to Merlin and Morgan, and I believe you were getting ready to, as you say, head up north to hit up some of the teleportation circles nearby to get you to a place closer to the temple, because you know where that is now, thanks to time.
Nice. Progress.
Eventually.
Yeah. Slowly but surely.
There was some progress. It's pretty sweet.
So yeah, you guys are all prepared to head up to the city Moab.
Yep.
Well, we have a long way to. We
Pretty
have a long way.
Yeah.
Was it Mr. Arlom that you wanted to go to, or were you going to Equimage because you knew the people there?
I think we were trying to get to the closest thing, which would technically be
Mr.
Mysterious,
Arlom,
wasn't it?
yeah,
Mr. Allum?
Mr. Arlom.
Mr. Allum?
All right. So you don't have a horse and cart, do you?
No.
So that's going to take you.
Where's Alabaster? God damn it!
No, for real.
Yeah. So you'll have to rest.
At least one
on the way.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get most of the way. You can, if you would rather, try and push through risk exhaustion to make it to Mr. Allen in one night. Otherwise, you can just take a casual camp and then head to Mr. Allen the next month. It is up to you.
We are crunched on time. that was always gonna be for just pushing through, but it's definitely gonna have to be up to you guys for sure.
We have to walk again.
Unfortunately.
Seems that way.
We
I'm
get
okay
one.
either way.
Well,
Do you need me to carry you, Jonah? You can spend a few hours sleeping on my back if you need to.
oh, please, please, don't. Well, I mean, that would sound tempting, but I don't think you can carry me the whole way, and I probably won't be able to sleep, so it's fine. And
Fair.
what are you even saying? I can walk. We've been walking together for months now.
All right.
I just miss Alabaster. That's all.
Don't worry, I feel the same.
And the cart that goes with him. Must admit.
So are we traveling through the night then?
I'd better get a rest. I mean, right now it's You said it was middle. What time is it? You said.
It is 11 p.m.
Oh. What if we go in the morning?
If you want to stop, we can.
If we can stop at some point, that's probably better.
Sure, we can go as long as we can and then take a rest.
All right.
Oh.
That works for me.
Two of us can't see in the dark, so yes, you can walk for a couple of hours and then stop.
Is that how you want to do it then? You want to go until it gets like a bit like deeper into the night, stop there, then complete the journey the next day? Because you can do that totally fine, yeah.
Works for me.
I'd rather
Cool.
not miss a long rest, yeah.
Alright, so put you there. And at that point, a few hours will pass. At least enough so that a long rest will take you to a reasonable time in the morning. So you can go ahead and set up your camp.
I'm putting out all the tents that I think we stole them from somewhere. I forgot. It's been a while.
Was it the ones from wrestling? I don't remember where we got the tents.
No, it was older than that.
Did we
Got them
steal them
pretty
from
early.
Chaos Seekers?
Yes, we might have stolen
That
them.
might be. Honestly,
Sounds
that
like
sounds a
something
little bit more
the
up our
Chaos
alley.
Seekers.
Sounds like something.
No,
we
it's-
do.
Seems accurate.
Yeah, it's a purpose thing. We're fine.
It honestly does sound kind of legitimate as well.
Yeah, reduce, reuse, recycle.
Yeah. We're efficient.
I didn't know
Anyway.
last time you guys were on this map we had
Oh
Is it-
yeah.
koala shellfish?
Yeah, Koala Shellfell. We had
Yes.
not real people with us.
You did have the not real people with you.
Now you can have pig deer as well. Oh wait, he's so tiny.
What is that?
tiny.
What is that? Is that actually happening?
Is Danger turning pig? Yep, he's turning pig.
All right. Still looks down at my side like, where did this pig come from? Can any of us communicate with you?
What is happening?
Where did pig deer go?
He's
You
to
not
the
see me?
right of me.
No.
Here, have another one.
He's right there.
Oh,
Like,
wait, it's a
can he
magic one
talk?
that can't be deleted. Don't go there. Oh god, there's more.
Well, okay, I understand nothing of what's happening.
Wait,
Oh.
is that how this works? That is how that works.
This legacy thing is. infinite pig deer. So how does it look, Dadia?
Yeah, explain.
How does this transformation come about?
Well, all your backs are turned, obviously, so you don't see anything.
Of course.
No, Dadir just like starts transforming, and you see his arms go down towards the ground as they turn into hooves. I guess they're hooves. What are they? Anyway, little feetsies, and you have pig deer.
And it's like just like that. Like you didn't cast anything or.
Nope, just happens now. It's still got the familiar scar though. So you can look at him and be like, "Oh, that's definitely Dadir. He's got the scar going across the eye."
Yeah, I mean this is happening in front of our eyes. So.
Rawr.
And there are 3 of you.
Oh.
Okay, that's just
Rawr.
aesthetic.
3 pig
Just a
deers in a
slight
trench coat.
Wait, which one of you is Dadier?
The one that's moving?
Okay,
Fine.
got it.
I don't know what you guys are seeing because I have 4 of me over to the right, and then this one of me that is real.
I see 1 Dadia. I see no Dadias now.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
I see 4.
It just disappeared. Okay, well, you know what? It's fine. Anyway,
It's a suggestion.
I'm back.
Oops, sorry.
What's going on?
May I
Look at how
suggest that you stop, Dadier?
Look at how small the deer is. He's so tiny.
Oh my gosh, kills me.
Oh,
Oh, and then he goes back to Dadier.
All right. Anyway, I can do that now.
What?
You- oh,
Is it? Is it because of Merlins? What just
Oh.
happened?
No, it's from one of the books. Remember
No.
the books in the back of Merlin's place? They do weird things. Oops.
I guess one gave him the opportunity to transform.
This one was basically about coming to terms with your inner animal, which mine apparently is a pig. Which makes sense.
But did you mean to do that now? Just now?
To transform? Yes, I can do it at will.
Oh,
I am now not only a Time Lord, but also
But a pig?
a beginner druid.
beginner
No.
druid. Oops.
Sharfel, can you?
Is-
You've been with a druid, I believe. Is that? Can you either deny or confirm this? This is how it works.
I seems to be how it's working for him. I've never seen a
Mm.
book spell quite like that, but I mean, technically, you've got enough skills. Don't you have like a animal handling too? Like you're really good at something else, right? Like, is it survival?
Good at what?
Nature. I don't know. You're ridiculously good at something else with animals. I feel like as well.
Oh yeah, because that's just part of my bloodline. Being a fearbolg, they can both plants and animals understand what I say.
Oh, see,
Not that I
that
understand what they say.
That's essentially a natural druid. Like I would say. Maybe
There were many druids among my ancient ancestors. It fit quite well with us, but not me. Usually, until now.
until you became a pig.
Yes.
Well, you know,
That
I
does
guess.
change somebody's perception on things. I was quite a few animals, quite a bit there.
Mm. Oh,
Did.
I just thought of something I need to try. I would like to become a pig.
okay.
I'm gonna go pig form. Let me blind you guys with another pig deer on the screen. Can you make it big, please? Can you make it normal size, Nova, so it matches the rest of everybody else?
Can you make me
Technically,
bigger, Nova,
This
please?
is normal size for the pig.
Oh, no.
I
He's
would like
small.
to become big then.
I was looking at this as trying to figure out if you could actually do it.
It's a class feat.
It is a class feature, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. You do lose dark vision, interestingly enough.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, because I wouldn't have the thing equipped
Yeah.
that gives me the dark vision,
Yeah.
Oh.
which is mildly funny.
So now there's a pig roughly the size of a person.
Big pig.
Ah!
But he can't
Big pig.
talk, I guess.
Big pig.
Whoa. What if you can do that? Can you still understand us?
Rah, rah, rah.
I think he has the
that's
same
yes.
intelligence as a pig.
Can I headbutt Jonah, please?
You may in fact headbutt Fiona. Go ahead and make me a strength roll.
It's not an attack?
Yeah, but he doesn't have an attack. So he has to
Oh,
roll strength.
You
Oh, I
can,
need to hit this. Okay, there we go. Boom.
can I roll anything?
Well, it has to beat your AC.
It does not. I jump over like.
No, does your
Did you have
proficiency
any
is plus
bonus?
3, right? Your proficiency bonus is a plus 3 at the moment.
Yes.
So does a 16 hit you, Jonah? Which I have
Oh,
looking at
yes.
your token. It does.
Just barely. Yes, it
Oh my
does.
gosh.
So, Jonah, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Oh,
there.
oh, plus giant smite, Dadia.
No, yes, please. Keep them coming.
You take 7 points of
Brother.
bludgeoning damage.
Whoa.
This pig just charges at you and just like it basically just headbutts your thigh. It doesn't even really do anything, but its tusk does just catch you just the right way like, to do a little bit more stinging damage.
Jeez Louise.
Get some snort noises now, and get some snort noises, some pounding at the ground. You're like, "Arr!"
No,
Oh.
I guess you can understand us.
Yeah, I guess that's a pretty good answer.
Arr. All right, back to normal, day deer. Oh, well, I guess that one's stuck there. Normal big day deer.
Oh my gosh.
Just
I don't know
Eddie,
how it's supposed-
you could have
I don't
killed
know
me.
how it's supposed to work, but I'm making you big now anyway because it's funny.
You're fine.
No. Not fine. I'm not fine. It hurts.
Well, that's what you get for calling me stupid.
Well, you were running around.
I want to see you suddenly have 4 legs you have to run around with and need some time to get used to it.
It is difficult.
Cough.
It is also fun.
Yeah, that's exactly what's
Cough.
happening.
I do not remember that. It's not a thing within Daydeer's memory.
Well, you were there.
When did this happen?
Uh, the- still have a big brain.
Oh, it was that time with the cultists. That's right. I remember now. You were adorable.
Well, that makes one of us.
Mm.
I didn't claw you. Well, anyways, you can do that at will.
Yeah.
No, you are tapped out for the day, so
They don't need to know that.
I don't know, but
Definitely didn't hear that.
so you can do that anytime. That's good. I'm guessing that makes you run faster and you could headbutt things too. I'm just trying to see what's the practical usage of this.
I think the most practical usage is going to be espionage. Nobody expects the pig.
I was gonna say if he needed to just walk on through something and it just looks like an animal.
For example, when we passed through Whatever city we're about to teleport to.
You're gonna go in as a pig?
I'm slightly tempted.
This is my pig.
He's our team pig.
I've just realized that technically the pig doesn't have disadvantage on stealth rolls.
I'm aware.
So is pig's
Huh.
better at stealth?
I mean, it still has a low modifier, I think. I actually don't. Oh no. Yeah, 'cause that's a
would be
0.
better. It would be better because of the lack of disadvantage.
Yeah,
as a
it's
pig,
a
I
lack
am
of
better at
disadvantage,
stealth.
yeah.
Yes.
I see.
It's like the only good thing that can come from data turning into a pig that's not, clever story and roleplay usage.
There's also avoiding Dadier's wife. Anyway.
I fear that she probably would still know it's you.
Oh, she totally would. Anyway.
I recognize that scar. I gave it to him.
Oh. All right. Let's get some rest. We'll hopefully be able to head over there in the morning.
I'll stay outside the tents to do the sentry while resting and watching.
Okay. Any nighttime activities would the owners of books like to read said books?
Yes.
Yes, please. Can I work on continuing? Because I'd signlight it for the sake of the pig book a while back. The Compendio Competitivo di Mens something. Mensen Pugnalan.
Ooh-wee.
Yep.
That's exactly how it sounds. All right. Nice.
100%. I get it.
Seems
Nova
legit.
told me what this one does a while back, and I never finished it. I probably should.
Hey, I don't have that in my notes that you haven't.
I've had it for a long time. There's a pinned message in our player
Do
chat.
you have any idea what you have rolled so far in there?
Oh, hell no. I think I've read it twice, maybe.
It's okay. That is mild.
Hey.
Alright, so Dadia's going to spend some time reading that. Wow, that's just... Okay, fair enough. Okay, you will actually finish it, Dadia.
Oh, I do?
You will actually finish that book.
Oh, that's amazing. It's actually a really good effect.
And Shalfel, you also finish your book. You were reading Principia Velenosa.
Uh-huh.
And your effect is... your chat. Add this to
sick.
JJ's post. That's going to be a really useful. Well, it's not like it's going to happen. That's just generally a useful one.
Yeah, I'll take that.
JD, this one. You know the effects of it. Done.
I think Jonah would benefit greatly from this book. I should lend it. I should give it to him later.
Actually, my book too. I should probably ask over to John.
We'll just keep a micro library in the group.
We got the space.
While you are on Sentry, would you like to read one of your books?
Sure, I guess. Yeah, now's the best time.
Which one would you like to read? You have Hippie Hexen Herbarium. Victorious Leonautery.
Decisions.
Laybouchery, is that? Did I catch that?
I do.
Yeah.
I do like the name of that second one.
I don't know. I didn't even know it said Leonautery until I started reading it, and it suddenly clicked what all those syllables said.
Laybouchery. Wow,
geez.
yeah, that feels like a made-up word a little bit. I mean,
Sure,
it is,
we'll
but you know what I
read
mean.
that one.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, we'll go with that one.
you'll go that one?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. All right. You make some progress into the starting of said book.
Love it.
Just read the description of this. I love this book. Oh my god, why is this the best book ever?
Oh no.
Oh, this is the best book ever. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
So Dove, as you start reading that book, you don't get that far into it because there's a lot of just very like confusing and weird terms being thrown about in there. But you get the general idea in the first few pages that it is a book on steampunk magic.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's sick.
I.
It's Treasure Planet time.
It's you. That's you in the book.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's me
perfect.
for real. What? All right. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
She's down. She can read this
Oh.
intently throughout the night. Then.
That's so funny.
What the heck?
All right, so we've got 3 readers and Jonah. How would you like to spend your night, if anything? You could also just sleep.
So everyone's spending nighttime reading.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I'll be sleeping then.
Gotcha.
Sorry, chat. Oh,
Yeah, sorry, chat.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
chat.
sorry.
Sleeping in a tree.
forgot to mute.
All right. And the night does pass uneventfully. That's weird. Yep, you guys can continue on your merry way.
What
And
did the night pass?
whilst you continue on your merry way, can I have an Arcana check with advantage from Jonah and Shalfao? And then just regular Arcana checks from Badia and Duff.
Ah, hold
Ooh,
on.
I'm
Is that
really good
portal
at this
time?
right now.
Portal
Wait,
time.
oh, is that a... Wait.
Wow. I actually rolled pretty high.
Thanks.
Heck yeah.
Good job, Jonah.
It's not enough.
So yeah, Dove, you feel a little bit of a familiar sense in the air. Like if you were a human, it would be like the same as like smelling something that you know you've smelled before, but not being able to place it or something like that. There's just a vibe in the air, and you're like, I felt this before, but it doesn't. It's not strong enough for you to be able to kind of place it.
Gotcha.
The rest of you, you immediately get hit by the vibes, and it might even take you a second to realize it was a portal because normally you don't feel them.
Well, that's weird.
But because you have been around a portal to this plane before, it makes a little bit more sense to you. And Shelfal and Jonah, again, you are pretty clued up on portals now, and the fact that this is a portal that you have, as I said, you've seen before. You are able to right away recognize this is a portal to the plane of Pandemonium.
Oh, shoot.
We've been there. No, we've bought things that were coming from there.
Yeah,
I believe.
I think.
Oh, that's bad. That's disgusting.
Did someone poke their head through or get dragged partway through? Shelfel?
No,
I think
they
it might have
grabbed
been,
Shalfel's arm. They
yeah,
grabbed
Yeah.
Shalfel's arm, and we beat them up before they could
Yeah.
take her there.
There is
Should we go?
another portal to pandemonium going about.
Should we go
Again?
close real quick?
I
It's
can't check my
real
vitals.
quick. Yes, but real quick.
Here,
How quick?
Jonah, I think you should read this book.
But it's kind of a detour to the current situation. But sure,
No,
what is it?
absolutely not. You sound far too nervous for it to be detour. You should read this book later. Trust me. Here. Pull his
Okay,
bag
cool.
open and toss it in.
What's the name of the book? Sorry, so I can put it
I
in.
shall put it in chat momentarily.
Okay, thank you.
This will help strengthen your psyche, so you'll be less intimidated.
Less intimidated.
Yes.
Is it written in the language I can understand? I'm just gonna open it real quick as we walk. Because the title doesn't seem to be. I can't make sense of the title. Well, I have comprehend languages, so that doesn't matter.
That's true. You do have comprehend languages.
Just
Maybe he'll get a stronger effect out of it than I did then.
oh, thank you.
Apparently, it's written in Esperanto.
Oh, wow.
Esperanto.
Yeah.
I relied on the pictures.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Sounds pretty
thank you, lady.
Oh, that's so accurate, yeah.
I forgive you for headbutting me.
Aw, see? Library. That easy.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You're welcome too.
All right.
So, yes,
Okay,
portal.
so
It's bad.
it is only a little bit away from your guys' location. It's basically just kind of a detour into the forest here. You can kind of feel it coming from, and you're able to just approach the area.
I'm just gonna blindly follow. I don't know what's going on.
Everyone's just like, yeah, we're going this way then. Okay.
This makes sense.
Okay.
Okay.
I know, it's weird though. I usually can't sense these.
Right. Let's stay on the lookout for these creatures. Last time there was one we had to stay away from because, well, it was looking at us in a weird way. I remember. And the second one was just very strong. But it's hard to know what we're gonna get.
I legitimately don't remember what we fought. I remember dragging Shelfell out, but I think that's it.
It was big. Big, I think.
None of you needs a bow, right? Because I have plenty of them.
Nope.
Don't think I do.
I've never seen you use the ranged weapon data. That's weird. Maybe you should
Well, I
give
have
it
a
a
magic
go.
sword now.
Fair point.
Plus, I'm honestly not that good with the bows or anything.
Yeah, I'll definitely keep a bolt knocked if we're gonna be trying to just wander and like look for it then.
Yeah, it's somewhere about here, but you can't seem to see it anywhere.
Can I use... Oops, not that button. What is it? Detect magic? Or whatever it is? Yeah, detect magic.
You can, in fact, use detect magic. That's a 30-foot radius.
Yep.
Give you a 30-foot orb.
Orb.
Boop.
Okay.
And while I was doing that, can I try to look for like broken twigs or signs that creatures went here not long ago? Like big creatures that, aren't used to being in the woods?
Sure. While I do that, if you just not move.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll me a investigation check, please, Joe?
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's not from the area immediate around you. It so far doesn't look like anything on this side is disturbed. But as you're kind of glancing around in general and maybe looking where to go next or whatever, keeping an eye out, it's this sort of bush and branch and trees here. This has clearly recently been disturbed by something.
Oh, something came through here. I'm gonna point this way.
Over here?
I think so. Well, definitely not birds.
Mm, take a peek while my detect magic is still up.
When you get to there,
Come on, Lady,
yeah,
can I give him a bardic inspiration? Sorry.
you can give him a bardic inspiration.
Okay, here we go.
Nice.
As you get to Veradia, you get 4 readings off of detect magic.
4.
4. One of them is over here, and it's just a stronger version of the sense you got from sensing the portal. And 3 of them are coming from this direction.
Gotcha. I'm going to turn back towards them. Towards towards the others. And I'm gonna like point around the rock and be like, and just hold up a 1, and then point over where I felt the other 3 and hold up a 3. And then I'm gonna
Noted.
peek my head around that rock.
But you don't see anything. Can you click through detect magic, please?
Absolutely.
And I know you get something other than just the sense.
You get a type of magic.
Yeah, you get school if any, yeah. So obviously the portal is giving you conjuration because it is just a form of teleportation.
Which is the one from over here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
The other 3 don't seem to belong to any school of magic. But what is, I suppose, more telling about it, you're supposed to be able to see a faint aura around anything.
If they're visible.
If they ban magic, and you're not, like, you're sensing them, but you're not seeing the aura.
Gotcha. Juv.
Yes. Both at the same time. Yes.
Shit,
Yep,
man.
perfect. I'm gonna kind of like
Jehovah.
like as quietly as possible. Cultures, I think they're invisible. And point this direction, towards the north.
Okay.
I don't think I have any way to make invisible things visible, so I'm gonna take the
Can you-
dodge action.
Can you pig see? Can you pig seize invisibility?
No.
Figured.
How tall is this tree compared to, like, this one? Is it like about equal height?
They're about equal height, yeah.
Okay.
They are both.
If I'm allowed to climb, I would like to get to the top. If it's like able to carry, or
What is climbing speed? It's half your normal movement speed, right?
yeah, so it'd be 12.5 basically.
Yeah. Can I have a athletics check?
You can. No promises though.
Okay, yeah, you're absolutely fine.
Promised.
It's mostly just getting up the initial bit of the trunk. When you start getting to the branches at the top, you're absolutely fine. You just kind of clamber up there. But yeah, it's a big tree. The branches are thick enough to support your weight.
Yeah,
You are
probably.
now up a tree.
Cool. I'll try and like get some sight on wherever I can, but more like looking in the areas or like on top of the rock in case something's on the rock. Actually, now that I'm
There's
thinking about that.
There is nothing on the rock.
I know exactly what to do.
Okay.
That's cool.
I would like to draw my sword of fathoms.
It is not your turn yet.
Oh, okay, never mind.
We have to wait and see if Jonah Shaft has something to do first, and then come back
That's
to you.
that's fair.
Thinking, I'm thinking.
Jonah Shaft, do you have something to do?
Well, they're invisible. So I'm guessing Dove shows us that she doesn't see anything.
Yeah, I would kind
Mhm.
of like shake my head.
Go ahead, Shafal, if you have something.
Oh no,
Just-
you're good. I'm taking a peek to see if I even have something. I was hoping.
Then I am going to use the bag of animals or whatever it is. Bag of tricks. Yes.
It's like
Hey.
bag of animals. Wait, what?
You have a bag of animals on you.
When did we get
Um,
this?
Oh, roll 6.
Someone gave it
Yep.
to me.
Get me a friend.
Wait, I think I need to roll a d8 or something to check a bag of tricks.
What color is that again? Is it the rust one?
Rust.
Rust. Oh yeah, they are different colors.
Mm-hmm.
It's the rust one, so it's a D. Oh no, it could be a lot of things. Okay, I'll try it still. D8.
Yes.
It is a
It's a giant
perfect.
boar.
I mean,
It is a
perfect.
giant boar.
It's
That's
good.
really convenient because I'm just going to use Baby Pig as a token.
Oh, that is really
As
convenient.
it, so I'll just put the bag out and it's just like, just jumps out of it. Oh, it's a theme today apparently.
It
Big
just
Deer has
symbolizes that it's
returned.
consider it's a giant boar, we'll make him bigger. So,
All right, I'll. Well, does he obey my commands or is he just friendly?
it is friendly to you and your allies, and it acts immediately after you on initiative.
Oh, but I
You-
control what it does.
You use a bonus action to command what it does. If you don't, it will act in a fashion appropriate to its nature.
Oh. Oh.
All right, I am going to. Well, I'm gonna hold the command until Shafel prepares for something.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna turn to all the others. I'm going to try to send it. Well, get them. This thing has a big nose. Probably might be able to find them, or at least rush in until they reveal themselves. Good.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Shout out. You suddenly have a boar.
Oh boy. This is a big war. See. We're trying to get them, right? We're trying to see invisibility, and I don't have any cool items for that. I almost want to say we pull the boar out for tracking. I almost want to say Smokey might be able to help us out in that sense as well.
We haven't seen Smokey in a while.
It's been a minute.
Smoky. That's a good idea.
It's we'll summon him real quick. I don't have to roll for that, do I? He just kind of whips out.
Nope. He just appears. A book. Bork.
Hopefully the
Bork barf. Bork boof.
hopefully the bork and the boar get along all right.
All right. Then, Davian, as you are raising these other phantoms, you also notice that the sources of magic are moving closer towards you.
Very good.
according to plan, I guess.
Right?
So is it my turn then, or is
Yes, yeah.
stuff happening? Okay. Moving towards me, which means they're going to be within, let's say, no, that's not what I wanted. Burn. Within this general area, right?
Okay.
Yeah, probably. I will use the sword and create a whirlpool in front of me.
Oh, what?
Good start.
Okay.
I mean, yes, makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
If you go on top of the rock,
Oh, if it's
Oh,
possible.
It's all right. 20 feet.
yep, 20 feet.
So it's a whirlpool, so it's kind of more as like smacking off the side of the rock here.
Yep.
Every so often, little chunks of rock are flying around.
Hopefully they hit one of the creatures and
uh,
smack them, whatever they are. Anything else?
Nope. So far, nothing seems to happen.
Hmm. In that case, I will just kind of.
side walk.
I'll just. I mean, if the whirlpool's not doing anything, there's no point in leaving it there then, because it'll get in the way of the others. Hmm. Hmm. How long does this actually last? This point, you 60 feet, you running whirlpool's difficult terrain. I'll leave it there for now. Yeah. Then I'll just end my turn.
All right. Dove. You see nothing. Then suddenly whirlpool.
Okay.
Dadia paces back and forth a little bit. And then there's still nothing.
I'll kind of do like a hushed call out to Data and being like, "Are you sure they're over there?"
I can feel it.
Kind of like move from branch to branch. Is it possible to get any higher than 12.5 feet?
Yeah, you can keep climbing.
Okay, sick. I do that.
All right. So you're another. Your move's is 35, isn't it?
35.
Yeah. So the way I round it's 20 each time. So we'll say you're about 30 because you've had to move to the tree in the first place.
Okay.
Yeah, you're about 30 feet up currently.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep surveying it. If I'm still seeing nothing.
Yeah, no. Data, how tall is the whirlpool?
I don't think it says how tall it is at all.
Does it not say how tall it is? No.
I was gonna say, I think that should just be like technically like
A
ground
swirling
condition,
whirlpool
right?
that can ensnare and control the battlefield. You create a whirlpool in a 20-foot radius centered on a point you choose.
So yeah, that's only going to be like probably only going to be like 20 foot tall then. So yeah, now Dove, you're looking over the top of the whirlpool, and there still doesn't seem to be anything.
Yeah, like I still have the hold action of like, if I see something, I'm gonna just shoot the bolt like towards it, but not at it because it might just be a friendly. So, like, it's knocked and it's ready, but yeah, I'll just kind of quietly call out. I'm like, I'm all the way up here. I got nothing.
They dear,
Oh.
the boar. You can ride it.
Oh.
Ride it into battle and then turn into a boar. A bigger
Oh my
boar.
gosh. It's a boar riding a boar.
Boarception.
Yes.
Now you use a reaction to mount the boar.
I can bring the boar over here.
And the giant boar function as a mount. It is a large beast, and Dadia is medium, so yes.
Size is
Oh my
size.
gosh.
It is a, I did have
I'm
it
going, but I'm
Line of
going
sight.
The
to
boar fits.
command the boar. Oh, it's not my turn, but I will command the boar to, well, to help Dadir. Is that would that work? Would that work? Well, to assist Dadir in battle, basically.
Sure.
You stay with him. Stay with him and help him. Yes.
Yeah, well, we can call that your hell bonus action,
Okay, perfect.
so you don't lose your time for doing that either. All right. Well, Jonah and Charlotte, it is back to you two. Jonah, you went first last time. What would you like to do now?
I am going. Well, I can see, so I can. Well, I can't see, so I cannot really cast anything that will be effective. I think the same goes for Shafel. So,
Mm,
hmm.
could heat up that water.
So. I need to. Okay, I am going to cast. Oh, before I'm gonna warn people. I'm going to make an illusion of us going this way. So if you're ready, if you see anything, just shoot away. And I'll like use my flute, but as I'm playing, well, no, I'm gonna use the harmonica actually. Oh.
Mm.
But while I'm playing it, there's no sound coming from it, but instead there is an image of the party. I'm gonna cast major image to make
Okay.
an image of a very foolish party of adventurers rushing this way. Well, I'll probably need to peek around too. But before that, they're gonna go before me and go run this way, weapons in hand. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. I'm gonna make them start to not dash, but run that way, screaming especially Dadir.
Like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Wonderfully done.
I'll try.
All right. And they do that. They run, foolishly running, weapons drawn.
Yeah, if they get to around that point and nothing happens,
Yep.
Nothing happens. Okay. I'm going to make them just randomly hitting around them and keep keeping keep moving in that direction. Just chopping
Gotcha.
away at chopping away like they are looking for something. I'm gonna make them disperse a little bit.
Oh.
Not too much, but like a little bit.
They can't actually affect the trees or anything, can they?
No, it has to be. That's why I'm making them
Yeah,
stay in that
yeah.
clear area
Yeah,
because they
I was just
pass
saying,
through things.
checking if they do get close to it and start swinging, just checking how it works.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right.
It'll be a fun
And
thing to watch from up top.
Nothing happens.
nothing
This is
happens,
very humbling.
unfortunately.
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
very humbling for us.
But Chalco, you have Smokey now
Do.
and a giant boar, which is once again invisible to me. So I'm using RJ's stream to know where the boar is.
How strange of a problem.
I know. Like, it's so specific. We have to hide it.
Yeah.
Alright. We get smoky, but there's still a whirlpool, right, going?
Yep, still a giant whirlpool raging just in front of Data.
Okay.
Oops.
Do Do we want anything to live inside the whirlpool? Shelfield's gonna shout that out and ask.
I don't think there's actually anything there.
Well, that is a bit of a pain. Well, maybe I could see. You don't think there's anything there at all now at this point, or just in
I
the
sense
water?
them, but I can't see them,
Sense
and
them,
they're not in my
can't see
water.
them.
Yeah. So I could technically just do it to the end of your thing, can't I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Other in that direction from you.
Okay. That direction. I don't know that anymore.
You could always do it smoky first if you would like to, as that might what's the word? Influence your next action.
Yeah, we'll probably go that route. I'll see if he can tell if anything's there. His daughter.
Good smoky in that case. Make me a investigation or perception check.
Investigation or perception. Let's go perception. He's got a cool perception.
Nice.
So, Smoky movement speed of 40. Cool. Work with that. So, Smoky goes off looking, and he is immediately going to go over to, like, where Dadia is, thinking that's, like, the area. Kind of sniffs around for a little bit. And does that, like snuffles his nose and just kind of almost like sneezes. And then his head just kind of clicks away in this direction. And he's just going to start going, like, oh, excuse me, Boar, who's somewhere in this region.
Right about here.
Takes off running in that direction.
Yeet.
He's just like poking his head around Jonah, like I was like peeking between Jonah's legs in this direction. And he's giving you pointer signals.
Where, boy?
Bork.
Where is he pointing to?
Currently, from where he is, this way. Because he ran out of movement.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, do I see anything? Like
You do not
grass?
see anything.
Okay, not even like grass being pressed or something like that.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I definitely point that out to the rest of the group. Something there. I'll just. No, but I can't see. It's just this direction.
But it is still Shalfel's go technically. So we'll come
sorry,
back to that.
I'm not doing.
Yeah, no worries. Shalfel.
I'll just relay.
Smokey has pointed you around the left side of the rock instead of the right.
Alright, buddy. Let's see. I have movement speed too. Kind of. This direction, huh? Alright. She's probably gonna at least try to meet him. I kinda wanna climb on that rock really bad, but I feel like that's gonna
Climb
get
up the rock?
Huh?
Do you want to climb up the rock?
Tempted, but I'll stay focused.
I just need an athletics check if you want to.
I know. She'll probably... Actually, if I can, she'll push past Smokey and Jonah a little bit. And come up here, and you said it's way out in this direction.
As you step to the point, Smokey will sort of bark to get your attention, and then he'll sort of nudge his head up. So, like, he's more pointing this way now.
Gotcha.
Like, he couldn't do it before because of where his movement was, but now you're there. He's like, no, up now.
to the left.
He can do that because he's a familiar. So he is telepathically linked. He can sort of give those simple commands.
Yep.
That
You
works.
can get away with that. Perfect. Thank you, buddy. Shelfel's gonna just communicate that to Jonah and let him know that we should head in that direction. I think I've only moved.
Wait, what? Which direction?
Should point up.
Oh,
and
great.
back.
Oh, what about the portal?
Oh. I'm sure
You
we'll
guys
find.
technically could triangulate the portal.
I feel like
You
that's
get
true.
Davia who can point, sense it. Chevelle who can sense it.
Yeah,
Jonah who can sense it.
but that's why I'm asking now. If there are no enemies, we just need to find the portal.
I kind of feel like
So
it's over
it should
there.
be here. Right. Is it my go?
Was that everything you wanted to do, Chevelle? You happy where you are?
Yeah, I'm good for now. We'll sense it out and get it sorted here in a minute.
Alright,
Find
then
things.
all I need is Davia to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Ooh.
You have inspiration.
I do have inspiration. This is true,
D8 even.
but it's fine because I do need it.
Oof,
Mm,
Indeed, you needed
It's
it.
average.
That's for damn sure.
that was a
Very
good
average.
time to have
So,
inspiration. Feel inspired.
Davia, you're like here. It's getting a little bit confusing. Like you can sense these things, but nothing is happening. Nothing's reacting. And you see everybody else is kind of moving. Smokey's just come up and sniff near you. He's in the walked away, and the boar's coming to your aid and stuff like that. Which that is a good point, John. I gave you control of the board because I can't see him anymore. So if you want to move him to where he would be next to Davia, that's totally fine. And then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, these screams just start going off in your head
Ooh.
and just completely drown out everything. Drown out your thoughts, drown out any sounds, any hearing. They just seem to echo and reverberate all around your skull. And take ooh, you're weak to force, right?
I was
No, something to psychic. You resist force.
I am weak to psychic.
You
I
are
can
weak
trigger
to psychic.
yeah.
my psychic resistance if I need to.
Would you like to?
I mean, yeah.
Is my brain being attacked?
Time.
Then yes. Ooh.
Okay, yeah. So you don't take any psychic damage, but you
Oh.
do hear these screams just echoing out. And wait, is this the one with the?
Does it consume hit die when I use that ability?
It probably should.
Okay.
It probably should, just because otherwise it would be ridiculously strong.
What? It's only.
Yes.
It does specify any time I take psychic damage, so yeah.
Yeah. You can just use that as much as you want. And every time you level up, you get another use, so it should probably consume it.
Okay.
And then, Davia,
Having big hit die helps.
the whirlpool. When does that damage happen? Is it when they enter it, and when they start their turn there?
I want to say it's when they end their turn. Any creature that starts its turn in the whirlpool or enters it must make a strength saving throw.
Okay, so as all three of these things attack you, they will also have to make the saving throw.
Nice.
So
Interesting.
It's
Cool.
a
You kept it up.
DC 15 strength
Okay.
save.
I just need to
Ooh, no, thank you.
this. It's a strength saves for it, you said, sorry? I
Yep,
was
DC
seeing that sheet.
15 strength save.
Definitely weak.
So I like to hear.
They do.
Look at their literal
One. Oh,
shadows.
sorry, that first one was on GM, but he rolled an 8. He failed.
How dare
A
he?
5 and a 7.
Okay. So
So
they
they
all
all
take
fail.
2d8 damage, and they get dragged 10 feet towards the center.
But at the same
Heck yeah.
time, they are making their attacks against you. They become visible as part of the attack, so
Okay.
that will trigger after the attacks.
Should I roll the
They
d8
have
for or the 2d8 for each of
advantage.
them, or
You just do the one for all 3 of them. Well,
Okay.
unless it's low. Oh, it's fine. 10's a good damage roll. We'll do a 10 to all of them.
cool?
Make sure this isn't on. Yep, thought it would be. Always on auto roll damage. 1, 2,
Hmm.
3. That's 1 from each of them.
Is that including the weird, or are those different from the weird screams that happened?
This is different from the weird streams that happened.
Okay.
yeah.
They have advantage, which makes sense. They were invisible.
Yeah, they were invisible
So,
beforehand.
yeah, the first and the third hit.
Second doesn't fail by more than 5. It's 4, isn't it? So it's close.
Yep.
So this is. So that is 34
Mm-hmm.
beforehand, unless you would like to do anything to reduce it.
Ah. One for each of them.
Cool. So you do
Okay.
manage to negate both of the damages. You do have to move. Sorry, I do need a 1d8 from you.
Okay. 1.
Oh shit.
Am I about to move in my own whirlpool?
No, because you don't walk into hazards. Very specifically, you're not allowed to walk into a hazard. So you do have to walk forwards, but you have to skirt around the whirlpool to do it. So you have to follow the whirlpool round.
You're right in the ball.
Half of your movement, so 2 more
Oh,
sets.
a half. Okay.
Yeah,
It'd be like over here somewhere. Sure.
Yeah.
I'll put myself in that one.
So as the claws of these shadowy creatures rake across you, you're resisting the psychic damage, but the actual wounds themselves are still festering, and you're just gripped with this sudden chill, this sudden fear, and you just feel the urge to just run in just a random direction.
Screw you!
And then the whirlpool triggers, they all fail, and I believe they just die. Yeah. These all just die.
We don't know that, do we? Oh, you
Well,
forgot
they
the
did.
door, Dadier.
Dadier and Dove know.
Yeah, I was like, I'll definitely be watching all of this.
Yeah,
But
Dove,
sure,
you would as this unfolds, you would see these things just. Well, you'd see Dadier like wince or whatever, like as the screams go off.
yeah.
Then suddenly these 3 claws are just raking at him.
I definitely would have shouted to the team.
And then
Mhm.
he runs off, and suddenly they all just die as the whirlpool just batters into them and
Drags them in.
Well, they don't even get dragged. Like the whirlpool hits them, they instantly dissipate. Like there's not even like a drag. It's not even like they take damage. They just immediately, as soon as they get buffeted by the whirlpool once, disappear.
Bunch of sap suckers.
And with that, so you can still announce to the team, you can still let everyone know.
Oh, yeah,
And
I'm definitely doing that.
since that has happened, let's roll initiative.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow.
Should I use? No. I answered my own question. Oh, I didn't see this thing.
1, 2.
My screen is too
Wait.
dark. Can't see.
Mm.
Oh, I messed that up. I'm an idiot. First one got 8. 19. Shall Phelps, an initiative from you, please. I think.
Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Everything fell down. That's good.
And then the boar goes. Technically, it'll be on going
First
on
after me.
Dadius. It'll be going on Dadius turn if the action that
Yeah,
you've
I
told
gave
it
you
is
the.
Boy, dude.
help Dadia in combat. So yeah, like technically acts after you, but if it can do anything on Dadia's turn to help him, it'll just do that instead. I guess. I'll let you give it new commands on your turn. Speaking of your turn, it is your turn.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, so I turn around, I see this.
No, you see a rock.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Oh dang.
You hear Dove
Sure.
call. No, you can
Yeah,
see
Dove
Dove
calling me.
because Dove's up. But then you look this way and you see a rock.
Yeah, but Dove told us, right?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
See?
I would
Okay,
have
yeah.
I would have shouted like here on Daydeer and then pointing.
Okay. But I see nothing on this vicinity still. I'm going I'm going to believe Dove. Get back up a little bit and see this thing. And I am going to drop concentration on the major image because that
okay.
that didn't help us at all. And I'm going to cast Catapult at first level using a
Oh, wait, hold
fruit from this tree on
Okay,
this creature.
I understand
Oh.
what's happening.
So
That is
this is
dead.
this is dead. Yeah,
The
it's not
token-
Oh,
actually
this
there.
one's dead. Oh yeah.
The
Okay.
tokens have not
Oh.
removed.
Yes, they are not removed.
It is this really
Oh, sorry.
irritating feature.
Refresh.
Yeah, I wonder
Yep.
why that became such an annoying problem.
I thought like 2 of them died, and this was the last one. or
No,
something.
they all died, unfortunately. Well,
They all
fortunately.
did.
but-
I was like, what are you talking about? How fortunate.
Yeah.
Your DM is showing.
Okay. Oh yeah, this is way clearer than it was. The ball disappeared too for some reason.
Is the boar actually gone?
Yeah, for me it's gone.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Might as well just join that.
I still can't see any enemies, so
Big
that makes
deer.
yeah, it
Big
is gone.
deer.
Hello
Yeah,
there,
there he
bye.
I'll perfectly see
Smokey's
where.
still. Alright, everything is so far okay on mine. This is okay. As long as I know what's going on, we're fine.
Yeah. Do these things have corpse or do they just disappear?
Nope, there's nothing, no remains of them.
Ah, damn. So I don't know what it was.
Edge.
And I
Oh,
can't see
yeah.
anything. I'm going to then move back a bit in a more position where I can see things. And I'm going to hold. I'm gonna hold a first level command, if that's possible, until I see something.
Okay.
What? No, I'm just gonna hold a first level catapult. Yeah, do that.
All right.
And yep, that's it for me. Go tell Shuffle. Shuffle, you might want to back up a bit.
And that brings us to Dove.
Okay, so I will kind of clamber down the tree, I guess as fast as possible. So even if that means like skipping a few.
If you are okay with taking fall damage, that can be an immediate descent.
No, I'm not looking for that fast. I I don't want to get like potentially just dropped on the floor.
You were what we said you were 30 feet up, so
Yeah.
you would still you would have to drop to hit the ground this turn. You'd have to could do it without taking fall damage, but you'd use all your movement to do it.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine
Okay.
because I'll just do that.
Yeah, because that's getting you 20 feet down, and you can drop the last 10 feet without fall damage.
Perfect.
So.
I'll do that, and then I will call out to Daydeer to check if he's all right, because I don't see any enemies at the moment, at least anymore.
There's actually, I don't know if there's any more yet. It's not my turn. They
To
claw your
clarify.
mind.
They claw what?
At your mind.
I'll call to these two if they didn't hear that. Like, the enemies claw at your mind.
That doesn't
I
mean
guess.
anything, Daydeer.
Psychic, I guess. Be careful of your minds, I guess. I don't know how you do that, but all right. I'll still hold the bolt action in case I see another one pop out, but it's kind of all I can do right now since I just used all my movement.
Alrighty, Root. And as Dove calls out and tells you, Vernon and Shafel, to protect your minds, I need a wisdom save from both of you.
Oh no!
And I also need one from Smokey.
It's like I wish that would have been able to give them like advantage, but I guess that wouldn't really work.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this like wisdom's one of those you can't really pre-warn someone for.
Yeah. Oh, beans.
Oh, Smokey.
Oh no! Yes,
Smokey, no.
Oof.
He was distracted.
He was distracted. He was pointing one way and going on another one.
Poor Doge.
He's feeling kind of rude.
So it's my fault.
Yeah. You
Okay.
just
Damn.
killed Smokey. You just killed Smokey. I can't believe you've done this.
It's okay. I don't really care. I have a boar.
You heard that.
I actually can't tell if this color on. It's like this. Yep, Jonah, I do need one from you as well, please. You
Oh,
are
sorry,
just in range.
Oh, wisdom save?
Wisdom save, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So as Dove calls out, it's like psychic damage, protect your mind, or whatever way she would actually phrase it.
Yeah, probably like that.
If I'm looking at Dove, I'm immune to psychic damage. But that's the rule. I'm sorry.
All three of you.
That's
you're
canon.
You're taking double damage now, Jonah.
Oh shit.
I'm the one who plays golf, yeah.
Oh.
You all hear these screams that I described just echo through your mind. I mean, like ricocheting off the inside of your skull, just making your whole body shudder.
You said all. Did I need to?
No, you're out of the range. Don't worry.
Okay.
Just those three. They're all in the range.
Got it.
As you all take a whopping 3 psychic damage.
We'll never recover.
No. There's not going
A beggar with vicious mockery literally did more damage to me than that.
No, for real, actually, though? You really did.
Legit did, yeah. And y'all gonna get these nice little
I say as my
ear
nose
emojis.
bleeds.
And then the thing that caused it is going to become visible as it is going to attempt to slash a target or shall fail.
What kind of pot?
It's psychic blast, and yes, your cat. Oh god, your cat
Oh,
go off.
Oh, I
shoot.
can't see a very bad that though because I throw my
Oh
catapult.
no, you can't. Because your cat feels your hand action. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using by reaction. Well,
Uh,
well, it depends. Because I see it.
it,
No, it attacks and then it
technically,
becomes visible.
it becomes visible as it attacks.
Okay, so it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's such an awkward ruling. I feel really bad for that one.
Hmm.
Can I? It wouldn't be
Oh.
worth it, I don't think. Maybe.
What?
Oh, what?
Well, I got this like neat little new feat
Oh.
that allows me
Oh.
to expend sorcery points and roll a d4.
Say more.
And I'm allowed to penalize something's roll, but I don't think a d4 is going to be high enough to penalize that.
Yeah, unfortunately, nat 20 is not gonna
Yeah.
is not gonna be affected too much by that.
Yeah, I was just peeking at it and I was like, oh dang, no, it's d4. Never mind.
Yeah, would work for for too much anything else, but a nat 20 unfortunately is not
Good thing to have.
going to be affected by it.
It's the
That's also
Yep,
dex
sorry.
save. I always forget that.
It's actually but this is actually 17. Oh, okay, never mind.
It does not matter. It fails regardless. So it takes
I
17.
forget all the time.
17.
Yeah, I rolled good on damage for once,
You did. Um,
but it's immune to bludgeoning.
it does not appear to be immune to bludgeoning. It does.
Okay, perfect.
The stone hits it. It does seem to affect the creature. And it seems to recoil as if it just took 17 points of damage.
I use my harmonica to catapult a fruit, well, I guess an acorn from this tree.
This is where it's going to be really annoying.
Busting a nut.
Okay, that's really good. That's quite low rolls. So Shafel, you only take 10 points of psychic damage. That could have been a lot worse. That is really low rolls. 3 1s and a 2. On D6s.
Say that.
Whew, thank goodness. It does hit you though, Shafel, so I need a D8 from you.
A d8. Oh, good.
Ooh. Heck yeah, dude.
So you need to move half of your movement in this direction, which I believe is this 20 foot.
Brutal.
I believe you also have a movement speed of 35?
Yeah.
So that was actually perfect measurement.
Got that wood elf in me, you know, so it's. Oh. Just realized the phrasing on that, sorry. But, okay. Very excited.
And yeah, that actually worked out. And I got you out of harm's way. And that is all the thing can do. Dadia.
Yes.
I need to double check this.
Oops.
Okay, no.
You moved.
Mm.
Oh, I don't like it.
Mm.
Dadia, as your turn starts, these screams rip their way through your head again.
Screw you!
And this time they seem to be even worse, and they're even stronger.
Okay.
As this time you're now taking 4d4.
Oh.
Okay, so that's minus 24.
No, the 12's already doubled.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. That's minus 12.
Oh yeah, 'cause I didn't double the damage. I rolled the die twice. That's weird. It's you're up to 2 of those now.
I don't like that.
So yeah, it's only 12 damage. And yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. Can I sense anything within my sphere of influence?
You cannot.
Okay.
There's
I'd like to
nothing
get
around
rid of the whirlpool.
you. Okay.
Make it go sploosh.
You got the
Uh,
board too.
Has the boar moved towards me at any point?
It should have done, yes.
Because I can't move it myself.
No, Jonah used to have control over it, but next of new token doesn't.
Can I jump up on the boar's back and then charge 30 feet in this direction?
Which direction is this direction?
This way.
This way? So,
Yeah.
Nice.
look how
Going somewhere.
token is. Look how perfect that looks. He's literally on the back of the board.
Yeah.
That works pretty well.
I found the portal.
And you have walk. Oh, you did. Perfect. We're coming.
Can I sense anything else within my sphere?
You cannot.
Okay.
It's so close as well.
What?
You're like another 5 feet away. Like you were 5 feet from the portal earlier.
Oh my gosh.
You're now 5 feet away from them.
You know, that's honestly classic. I would like to phone. Stop going off. Cheese and rice. Sorry. What's the button that does the thing? Can I just do a blind throw of the water torrent thing with the sword? The 60-foot long, 10-foot wide crashing water?
Sure. Any random direction in particular? Do you want to roll for it?
No, I know exactly where I'm going to go. Let's say 10 foot from here, because I wanted to like clip the portal and just go this way.
Okay.
On the off chance that something's about to walk out of it.
Blood the pandemonium lane. Water
Alright.
damage.
So you do
Right,
that?
that's it. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, half of the water just shoots off down this way. Half of it goes into the portal's pandemonium.
Hopefully that just soaked somebody real good.
While I find pandemonium and draw a nice little bit of blue water. Somewhere totally random. Is this the brush or one?
Some random pandemonium explorer is going to find the pool of water and be like, this must be some kind of treasure of having water in pandemonium.
Terraforming, yeah. Alright, cool. That will surprise all of us if you ever go to Pandemonium. And none of us will remember why there's a random blue streak on there.
There's no way I can fit. I'm a Time Lord.
There's now water in Pandemonium, and there's a lot of water in this forest also. But that just kind of gets absorbed by the grass and the trees. You guys are actually, not destroying a forest for once.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
You're just kind of drowning it.
Who are we?
I'm watering the plants.
We're growing.
Was that everything, Dadia? That was.
I shall. Yeah, I think that's it.
Cool.
I don't think there's anything else I really want to. I could use a bonus action. I don't think there's any reason to. So yeah, that's it.
All right. For Shoutfell and Smokey, you are both taking 4 more points of psychic damage. As again, the screams echo, but this time they're louder. They're even more pervasive. They seem to be just boring deeper into your brains. And then it's your turn.
Well, that sucked.
Nice and casual.
I can see him on the map, so I would assume that I can see him. Period.
If you can see him on the map, you can see him in real.
Alright.
I mean, in game.
In real life.
Roll 20 gets crazy sometimes.
I
I
hope
never know. But,
Welcome to your new sleep paralysis demon.
right.
This guy.
Oh.
This
Uh-uh.
man.
Uh-uh.
Very great. Well, it's been a while since I've hit anything. Trying to decide if I want to move first or not. I'll probably just hit first. I kind of want to hit him with Scorching Ray and see if that does anything.
Alright.
With the
Go ahead
light
and
source.
roll it for me.
There we go.
2.
I'm not through one,
Three. All of those hit. That is 23 damage. Yeah, all 3 of them hit, collide with the thing, and parts of it start to burn and sizzle as the fire damage hits it. It's when it sort of staggers back into position, it seems to be hanging a little bit lower, a little bit heavier.
Did something, buddy.
That's
Alright, let's see here.
a good start.
Questions?
Anything else on your turn, or you also have smoke?
Let's see, am I able to scoot myself as well? I'm able to move and attack, right? So,
Yes.
how far up this rock are you gonna let me get?
You will need to make an athletics check to try it. You get to there, you'd have 10 feet, so you'd be able to get to this ledge right here.
Alright.
This one's kind of sticking out
I might just shoot over here then and get next to Smokey.
with an athletics check.
How athletic are
I'm
you?
not confident. It's not good.
You could also scramble up the one behind you, but
Yeah, right.
it's kind of less useful. But you'd get up there more because you'd have more movement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just try to get over here next to Smokey a little closer so that I can back him up and then.
Alrighty. And what would you like Smokey to do?
I think I want him to hit him with Flame Breath because I don't know what biting him is gonna do to him.
Flame breath. Good, Smokey. So it is a dex saving throw, and if it fails this, it dies. Let's go, Smokey. For session back gets a kill.
Yeah.
Nice. Good boy.
Oh, wow.
Job.
She's gonna kick him a charcoal for that one. We'll be good for now. We're gonna head towards the portal later.
Alright.
Good job, Smokey.
Now this one, how smart are these things? Relatively smart. Okay. So I think it's going to be the same 3 as before. Double check. I need to make the radius of these things darker so I can actually see. It is all 3 of you again. Smokey and Jonah.
Oh,
There's
man.
no attack coming from this one though, so it's just wisdom saving throws, please.
That feels like harassment.
A little bit.
Wow.
You said good.
The denizens of the plane of pandemonium are harassing you? I think I'm doing my job. In fact, I do need one for Smokey. As
Where
much as I would
are
like
they?
to. I'd like to not save him.
Oh, yeah, Smokey does one too.
Yeah. Jonah, you take 7 points of psychic damage.
Ooh, yesterday a ball did that same amount of damage to me. They're upping up their game.
And it was also psychic damage.
Yeah, kind of. It was betrayal
Shove.
damage.
You take 11 points of psychic damage. Wow, this is really ramping up.
11? My lord.
11? And then, can I have the wisdom save from Smoke, please?
Oh, shoot, yep. Sorry, buddy. I hope he's wiser than me.
Oh, he is.
Good boy.
Oh, snap. He be okay.
Beautiful.
Chappelle's hangry. She can't think straight.
Yeah. So he does not take any damage this round.
Good boy.
Let's go Smoky. Is
Yeah.
anything
How many-
cannot read? How many what, sorry?
No, it's fine. I was about to ask how many hit points Smokey has, but it's literally returned. Wait, he's got
he
too
has-
much.
No, he has the right amount. It's just his max HP that hasn't been fixed.
He's
That's a
still
good point.
blessed.
We didn't. I got level Smoky up from last session. Actually, that's a good.
Oh, shoot,
That's a good
yeah,
point.
we gotta do that.
I have in fact forgot to do that. So he's okay. We'll leave him as he is right now.
He's coming back to bed anyway.
This guy is. And I need a wisdom save from the three of you again, please.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Now this is
Wow.
harassment.
It's true harassment.
For real.
Oh, that is unlucky.
Alright.
Who's did the
I'm getting
one that
there.
was right here died?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see the rest of them because they are not attacking us at the moment.
Yeah.
I still have a held action if I see one. With
Yeah.
We can see through illusions.
And Smokey does need to make another one, I'm afraid.
Oh, yep.
Another
He
one.
only escaped one.
Another one.
Jonah, you're okay from this one?
Yay.
Tefel is unfortunately going to take it. Not the advantage.
Gosh dang it, the second one was supposed to be smoky.
And-
I don't know why it does it.
Yeah, and then Smokey is going to take the next one. Smokey's going to be fine.
I might not be, yeah.
So Smokey takes 7. He's totally fine with that. The boy is literally tanking. Shelf
He's smarter than all of us.
is going to take 11. I thought that was going to happen.
She's gonna take a nap. That's what she's gonna do.
Shelf going to take a nap.
Oh no.
No.
Does Smokey
We
stick
just woke
around?
up.
He's a familiar now. If you go down, does your familiar disappear?
That's a good
Oh.
question.
That's when the familiar hits 0. It's been just no. Nope, does not say anything about if you fall unconscious, just if the familiar does.
Okay.
So Smokey's gonna stick around.
Sweet.
Shaffer, we still got Smokey. Nice.
Chabelle's just taking a little nappy nap.
Yeah.
Just a little nappy nap.
She felt that one.
And Jonah, it is your turn, and you take.
What?
So,
Oh yeah, because it's cumulative.
yeah, and you once you've got it, it's a. Oh wow, you take 2. What was that luck when I was rolling for Shafel? Alright, Jeremy, you take 2 points of psychic damage as you start your turn. That
Okay.
kept Shafel alive.
Is my Discord 15 or is your guys' also?
I was just going to be a bit funky.
Oh wow. Everybody sounds like
Gotcha,
robots
yeah.
to me. Maybe it's just me.
Yeah, same.
No.
Nope.
Yeah, yeah.
Same.
Okay,
Good job, Discord.
just making sure.
And now that we mention it, it's better a little bit.
Is it?
On my side, it
No,
is.
it's not.
I'm
No.
still suffering.
Oh. Hmm.
I'm on Discord.
That's better.
Where are we at now?
Oh yeah, that sounds fun.
We're in East Coast.
Okay.
Alright,
Just
my neck of the
make
woods.
sure we
Alright.
get. Oh, there we
Yeah.
go. Cool.
We're good.
Is it
We're good.
better?
We're good.
Everyone?
Said my neck of the woods, alright.
Nice.
Anyway,
It is your turn, Joe.
I am going to cast Healing Word on Sharfel, singing like that. No, I use the harmonica again to cast Healing Word on Sharfel at second level, like as such.
All right, Shafel, you are back on 9 here.
Aww.
Yeah, I guess I. Yeah, okay, you're back at 9, and I'm take it. Still got potions, but still. Okay. I should have healed myself too. That's okay. And I'm gonna try and pierce through enemy lines. Yeah, as like this.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll see if I do. I take any opportunity attacks? I'm going there.
You will take opportunity tactics as you get
Plural?
to. Yep. As you get
Okay.
to here,
But it's never visible.
you'll take that step forward, and you will reveal 2 of them.
Okay, that's what I wanted.
And
Oh, I literally bump into one of them.
you literally run straight through them. Yeah, they are both on that tile, by the way. They are
Both of them.
they are
They can share the
stacked
same
on the
spell.
tile.
Yeah, I can't see that well.
Oh,
Huh?
interesting.
You can't. Yeah, that was everything. If they moved, they did. If had to move next turn,
Yeah.
you just can't see them. But like next turn when they come down here, you will. So I was like,
Okay.
again, it's that other 5 feet just.
Damn. All right.
Well, as I
Um,
do that, though, I'm definitely screaming, I'm going through! Excuse me!
so 14, Jonah, that's going to
They
miss you,
both fail.
and then a
It's my
28.
Oh! I thought it was the 2 attacks. I spoke
No,
too
damn it,
soon,
because
as
they're invisible.
always. The 28 will... 28, Jesus. Oh, it's almost in that 20.
Hey, I was going to say, it's a natural 18, yes.
You know what? Well, here's the thing. I kind of want to use silvery barbs, but I'm already seeing that as disadvantage. So, I mean, I won't take the 25 if I know the result in advance.
Well, I will re-roll it instead.
Oh,
I won't take the 25.
in that case,
I'll still roll it with
yeah, you know what?
advantage,
It's worth it.
though, but
I'm gonna silvery barb. Here we go.
cool. All
A
right.
little rabbit pops out and just above his head, just falls flat.
13.
Okay,
So
yeah,
it does miss, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Worth it.
Nice use of silver bars. Who's getting the advantage?
You know what? Yeah, Dove's gonna get it. It's just after me. So you get a yellow. Oh, I can.
You cannot see Dove.
Oh, that's a good. Oh, this is higher than I thought. I can see.
You can see. You can see Dadia. You can see the boar. You can just about see Shafel through the ethereal body of the creature.
No, that's all right.
There's a rock between them.
There's a rock between us. Well, I could do that, but I'm gonna give the advantage to myself instead. But
Can't do this.
this is mainly because I'm gonna try and close the portal
Okay.
because I still have my yak. Oh no, because I'm too far away. Hmm. Yeah, I'll give the advantage to Dadia. Never mind.
Okay.
It's done.
Dadia, you have advantage.
Noise.
I need to double check how it works. Has advantage on the next. Is the next roll you make within 1 minute?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
whatever,
next
next
any
roll.
roll. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
just any roll you
attack
have
roll will be able to
advantage.
check our saving throw. So.
Nice.
All right,
Okay.
T-Roo.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my action to. Well, because because they're both in the same spots, can I attack both of them at the same time? Because are they like going through each other? I mean,
They
into each other?
are. They
That's
are
not.
sort of like they're they're sharing the same space, but they don't seem to be colliding with each other. They're like weaving and forming around each other.
Okay. Okay. In that case, I. But Sharfeld is there. That's okay. I'll just cast. No, you're good, Sharfeld. It's not. It's just they want to throw a firebolt through them and right into the side of your face. So I'll just throw an acid splash for the both of them because well they are on the same
Okay.
spot either way. It's a dex save of 17.
They do not have advantage on this one. A 8 and a 13. They'll both fail.
Okay, they both take 6.
Nice.
6 damage. Nice. 7 to 5. 6.
As I'm casting acid splash, I'm basically just screaming and pointing in their direction. Like, they're here, they're here.
Hey, it works. That's what we need.
Kill the sons of bitches.
And that dove is what you hear. Everyone else is hearing
Perfect.
screaming from their heads and from their inside of their brains. You just hear Jonah screaming instead.
Just a joke.
That's good enough for me.
You don't know where he's
Nope.
pointing. You don't know, like, you don't know, where he's going or anything. You
All
just
I know is
hear
that I
it from
just
behind the
vanished
rock.
that way and then
Yeah,
screaming.
those of you here going,
And an acid
they're all like,
splash.
Yeah,
But
true.
you
And then just.
yeah, but you can't see the acid splash because of the rock. That's the.
Oh, but she's up the tree.
No, she's down
I
the tree
jumped
now.
down. Yeah.
Oh, you're down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If she
I
was
had to
still
jump
up the
down when I
tree,
saw the enemies.
yeah, if she was still up the tree, then she would have been able to see them. It was just that unfortunate timing.
This data went this way, and now they're screaming over on the left side of the rock. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go with that.
Yeah.
10, 30, 35. With this, I can see this dude, so I will go ahead and shoot, and then we'll also have that activate my cannon. Where the heck is my stuff?
Still good.
Oh, I forgot I refreshed this. So I was like, it's broken. Okay. We'll do this. Boop. And then
Yeah, that will hit.
the
Damn, girl.
then the banishment cannon.
What you would
Damn,
see,
girl.
as the crossbow bolt hits the first one, the second one sort of weaves into its place and takes the hit from the cannon.
Nice.
Does have to make the charisma save, which
Yes,
it
true.
fails. So
Damn
it does not take any damage. It simply is banished back to the plane of limbo.
Finally,
No, limbo,
things are actually
pandemonium.
getting banished for my cannon.
No, yeah. Nice.
Things like never been able to hit something that's like it hits, but it's never something that's not supposed to be
Yeah.
here.
Well, that's
Yeah,
always
perfect.
made the charisma save as well because it's only a DC 13. So
Beat sakes. Perfect.
actually banish something. You do still have your extra attack as well.
Oh, I mean, okay, so this is now free of like enemies.
That's just that
area?
one enemy, that one guy now there.
About 2 of them crowded there. Yeah, in the
Oh,
same
there it is.
space.
Yeah, like you hit one
Got
with a crossbow, and then the other
And then
they like,
the other one
switched
got
places.
banished.
Yeah, so they switched places so that the other one was protecting the one you initially hit,
Gotcha.
and then it got
Okay,
banished, so it's just the original one that's left.
perfect. I ice bolt again, and then I guess that will also set off the cannon again.
It will. It doesn't actually matter if this thing fails or succeeds a saving throw. It failed anyway because it would die to the damage.
Sick.
And
Wonderful.
with that, you guys are out of initiative order.
Oh, sick.
Got him.
However,
Quick, close this thing.
Jonah and Smokey and Davia are still struggling.
Yeah.
Now, I could just roll this until you guys go down, or if you want to try and take it turn by turn, we can do that instead.
But how long
Because
does it
it's
the
last?
initiative. Yeah.
Well, that's the problem. We're not in initiative order, so technically every 6 seconds you're getting these screams.
Oh,
What? Even
You-
if they're not
there's-
there?
Yeah. There's been no indication of what stops it, except for the fact that Xiaofel is no longer hearing the screams. But by the time you guys say that, a couple of rounds will have passed. So
They poked me really hard on the head.
Quick, close the portal. Ooh, bonk you. Charge!
Can I do that from where I'm at? Can I just start shutting it down? Or do I need to
Oh my
move
gosh.
myself over? a
you
little bit?
you can do absolutely anything now, Xiaofel. You are no longer being screamed at by the denizens of the underworld.
Beautiful. I'm
my-
going to attempt to
my mount,
shut the
please.
portal then. In that case.
Alright, can I have a Arcana check with advantage from you, please, Xiaofel?
Yes.
Jonah, you take 5 points of psychic damage. Davey, you take
10.
Davey, you take 10 points of psychic damage.
That's the one time
Smokey.
I get advantage.
Smokey
course.
takes 9 points of psychic damage.
Oh, buddy.
Can I roll
the-
2 on the closing the portal, or is that too much? for
It's
me to
already
prepare?
closed. Jeffel is so 16 to 18.
Okay.
The screams are still going now.
Oh no.
David, do you in fact bonk Jonah?
I would like to very gently
Strangle
bonk
me.
Jonah unconscious.
What?
If I am willing, is
I'd like to put
Well,
him
no,
to
because I'll
sleep,
be-
please.
I'll be wasting all my hit points anyway, so it's the same result.
I mean, you don't have to be dead unconscious. You can just be unconscious.
Can you roll me your strength with? I mean, I'm assuming you're not using a weapon.
No.
Should clarify. Yeah, can you
Like,
make
I'm
me a
just-
strength roll with disadvantage, please?
With disadvantage?
You're trying to do it gently.
Easy
That kind of makes sense.
And-
So this is helping you avoid critting by accident because you can't crit non-lethally.
That's
So
true.
hold my head.
Can't. I was like, should I rage so I can so I can get rid of that disadvantage?
I got you, I guess. I don't know what's going on.
Probably takes me as well, just in case.
Yeah. I'll use my rage and then I'll do it.
Alright.
So that's a normal roll then, right?
It is a normal roll.
And then just straight strength.
Yeah,
Boy.
that's gonna hit. So you need your strength modifier.
+4.
So 6 damage from your 2 from raging. So Jonah
Yeah.
takes 6 points of damage and goes unconscious.
Just get bonked on the head. Good night.
What on earth is going on to you guys?
Oh, but I keep my
There's
hit points.
screams going off in my head every 6 seconds. Go. Ah!
Yeah,
Can I get the next damage roll, please?
You may. Dadia take 2d4. So Dadia, you take 6. Smokey is taking 11. These numbers are getting out of control, guys.
I'm not worried about Smokey. We can bring him back.
He
What
can,
the-
in fact, just come back.
Oh.
I've
Oh,
what?
I'm unconscious.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of like what? Why?
So I'm going to go unconscious momentarily because I have no way to make these stop myself. You said I took how much damage? Like 5, 6? I think it was 6.
6, yeah.
And by momentarily it means I don't know. I've been not taking too much at this point, so it's been fine so far. Can I have another roll of
What do you-
damage, please?
What do you want me to? Do you want me to hit
Fucking
you? What do you want me to do?
Shafel no sleep.
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's minus 12 that time.
Yes. I should have just 12 the other time as well, just to speed up your 9.
True. I mean, if
I-
you can knock me out easily, you can go right on ahead. Ow! God dang it!
Sure, I
was-
try. Well, come over here, cause I'm currently trying. I guess I'll set your body
Time
down.
to get
Just like what the fuck?
Just run
Yeah.
into a rock.
All right,
Yeah.
aim for right here.
Okay, I aim for right there with my fist, and I just like hard thunk.
Can I have a strength check, please?
Okay.
Right?
Don't even be gentle.
All right, I won't.
Damn, you're,
17.
oh, you're strong.
It
I did
hits.
just put my points in there this last time we leveled up.
It hits. I mean, like it doesn't do enough to knock him out. 'Cause it didn't beat his
Okay.
AC though. It
That's
does.
fine.
So,
Do it again.
you take 1 point of damage, Stadia. I don't. No, don't
I
worry.
resist it. I'm raging, so I resist it.
Yeah, I think you have to take a minimum of 1.
Oh.
When you take damage, like, and you deal it, you have to do a minimum of 1.
Yeah.
But, Dadia, the screams do go away after you get bumped.
Oh. Oh, wait, you don't have to knock me. Oh, they disappeared.
It's like-
Miracle worker.
I'm
Dove's
not a
like,
miracle worker.
I'll hit you again, it's fine. It's like, no, okay.
Yeah. Hit me. All right. I
then-
try and wake up. I don't know exactly what kind of
Stable.
knocked out. Okay. Yeah. Then I'll try and. Wake
Yeah,
you
because
up.
he was only unconscious. He wasn't
Yeah,
dead.
he's fine. Only
Okay,
bump
okay.
him. There's nothing
Smokey
wrong
is
with him.
going to disappear with a sad whimper, as
Oh.
his entire existence had just been screams echoing around his head.
I guess we probably
Right.
should have just had him dissipate.
Yeah.
Go back before you come.
Yeah, he's okay though. He can just be resummoned. With...
Yeah.
Jonah, you wake up.
Oh,
Welcome back,
morning.
Jonah.
Are you
Ah,
okay? Do you hear screams?
How you doing?
except my own? No, I'm fine.
Oh.
Shall fell.
Sure.
I'll help you stand up. Feel weird.
Thank you.
Oh.
Shall fell, as you were the one who walked up here after they were dead, you would notice on the spot where the creatures died, there are 3 like very small versions of just black crystals.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pick them up with my sleeve over my hand.
You have 3 echoing crystal shards.
Glad that we're learning to touch things with our covered hands. Slowly but surely.
Slowly, yeah,
Yes.
slowly
Yeah.
learning.
Dove says with her one broken hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still very there. Or not there. I don't know. Either way.
Alright.
Oh, so it worked. Daddy, how did you get rid of it?
I hit him really
Uh,
hard.
Yep.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a very impressive wallop.
That is our usual strategy, so this makes sense.
Made sense. I guess.
Is this for last? Is it an hour?
Until the next dawn.
Dawn. Yep.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Nice.
if only we had a cart, we have a mount now.
Nice.
True. That would be very convenient. I
That would
mean,
be convenient.
if anyone's tired, I guess they can take a ride on the boar.
I think Paul Schaffel here would benefit from it. Well, how many people can mount him?
Just
Probably
He's
the
a
one.
large, right? Okay.
It's just the one.
Oh,
I
but
mean,
it's a
I
big
thi-
boar.
but I think it's every size above the creature who's going on is another space, another few spaces. So like he's only one size above you, so he can only fit one
Yeah,
person.
makes sense.
If he was huge, he could fit like all of you on sort of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's
Fair
a general rule.
Okay.
Right,
Well,
well.
if we're all okay and you guys did
Yes.
well closing the portal,
I think we got it.
I think so. Well done.
Right. Shall all of you apart from Dove took a beating.
What do you mean a beating? That went fine.
That's true.
Oh, at least I
I'm
figured out how to
fine.
take some help off Dadia.
Hmm?
Just throw psychic at him.
Rude.
I do. I literally
Obvious.
forget sometimes. Like I know like you guys resist it. I forget what like you're weak to, and it's when I rolled that psychic damage. I was like, oh wait,
Yeah, for Data it's gonna be
this could be really bad. Luckily, it was only a D4 stacking.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus
Um,
the psychic resistance.
advanced double.
yeah, that psychic resistance definitely saved you as well.
Less.
And yeah, Jonah, they are literally. So the first three were illusions, because these things literally are special, like they're illusion specialists. So
Of course.
they're literally immune to illusion effects. So when you cast Major Image, I felt really bad.
No, that's fine. It's, it
I was
had to
like-
be done.
I was like, they're immune to it.
If it was
So I
any
just
other,
watched it, yeah, with with contempt.
Yeah.
they're like, wow, that's cute.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anything you can do, I All right. Well, nice
What
side
about the
quest done.
future? Yeah.
Guess we can going.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can, in fact, resume
Someone
your journey.
Someone can take a rest on the boar while we travel, maybe.
Very comfy.
Not a bad idea.
It's definitely one of you three. I am perfectly fine.
With a few more hours passing, 25, so it's that many hours. You guys arrive at the city of Mr. Owl.
Oh my.
Fancy.
Whoa.
What a
Very,
well laid out city.
Very
Yeah.
Roman.
So white. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the buildings, not the people. Why?
They might be, but yeah.
Yeah, we don't know yet. Yeah. We'll find out.
Mr. Owl is quite a fancy looking city. Like it's not built up fancy, but like the buildings that are there are very well constructed, very well maintained. The floor is not just stone. It's actually, Davia would probably spot it. You're actually walking on marble roads.
Oh.
I can imagine the cost of this stuff.
And the city itself, like you say, is very well laid out. It's very organized, and the main feature is just the big building in the middle, which is a giant structure made of like a marble and certain like limestone, sandstone mixtures, and that seems to be where the majority of the focus of the city has gone.
Do we know anything about this city? Historically, or,
Go ahead and roll me history, please.
I have been to school. Well, definitely never been there.
Flex.
Whoa. See, I don't think Daydeer would have traveled up this way necessarily, so.
All right.
I mean, it's not too far from where. Yeah, no, it's like a week or 10 days of travel.
So, Jonah, you would know. Obviously, this place is under the control of the Celestial Wardens. I believe I am just double checking my own lore right now. I believe it is Celestial Wardens, though.
You can just give me your notes.
That
it's
sounds
fine.
correct.
Yeah. It is the Celestial Wardens, and it is, although the Celestial Wardens are technically a combat faction in the sense of they're like defenders, in a way almost. They don't do like mercenary work like the Iron Fist, but they do like join conflicts as defenders on whichever side they believe in. But this city isn't one of their combat bases. This is actually it's for stargazing, and it's that sort of studying the celestial side of the celestial wardens. So they do a lot of music and dance festivals, which is probably maybe where you've been here or at least heard of the city from. Whether you've been to one of the festivals or you know of them because of other people or just in general. Um, this place is very much about celebrating stargazing and looking to the skies and understanding and getting kind of answers to unknown questions and stuff like that. And it's very much a hub of magical engineering in that respect, trying to find these new things to help them understand and study the skies. It definitely came about as a more important place when the sun went boom, and so they started looking to the skies in an attempt to try and maybe figure out how and why that happened.
I say all that, of course, but
Of course.
well, it's yes, definitely people who have interesting activities and a lot of free time to do them. So
Hopefully, they're
we
willing to let us use the teleportation.
well, they don't look extremely busy at the moment, but we should go check. We haven't we haven't met a lot of celestial wardens, I believe. I mean, we've met astral sages. Sometimes I confuse the two, but mystic nomads too. But celestial wardens, I don't think we've met any except the woman in Chronostrata.
Yeah.
Have one with white hair.
Mm-hmm.
I must admit I completely forgot her name because we met a lot of people in Chronostrata.
That's true. Well,
That is very true.
hopefully, she spread good words about us.
We did free Chronostrata from the Fathom Feeder, so that's must be a plus.
Hopefully counts for something.
You'd like that, wouldn't
Yes.
you?
Well,
As you approach the city,
mhm.
you would notice there doesn't seem to be very many guards. Despite like a city this size, there was only one warden guarding the gate on the way into the city. And as you approach, you can tell he's quite um, nervous. He's not like a typical stoic city guard that you'd see. He's quite visibly shaken, and as you kind of get closer and closer, he's like walking to bar the path into the city. But he's like clutching, rather than clutching his weapon and shield like confidently, he's almost holding them too close to him as like comfort.
Would
And as you get just
him
that
match?
little bit closer, you hear him just kind of muttering under his breath, and you realize he's rehearsing what to say.
Aha.
Stay on the job.
I'm gonna like whisper quietly and being like, maybe it's his first day.
Oh, totally is.
Go
He
easy
has
on
to
him.
make a speech.
I'm sure there's
I'd
something
voice break
to
him.
say.
I don't think I
Can
can
you
voice
voice?
break on command.
Oh.
I was thinking about it. I don't think I can. Stop! Stop! Halt! State your business here.
We are sorry. We're here to visit the main hub of your city and the main faction, which I believe is Social Wardens, correct?
Yes.
Uh, we're an adventurer group who are semi well known amongst several factions now. Maybe not yours here necessarily, but we were hoping to get access to the teleportation circle. Otherwise, we'll just be passing through if not.
I was, didn't warn me about this one. Teleportation, that would be the captain. The captain's dead. So
Sorry,
would
did you say
be...
your captain's dead?
Oh
Gonna
my.
say.
I shouldn't have said that.
Are you? No, we're friendly. Are you alright? Are you under attack?
We no. Wait, he like you can sort of tell he wants to say it, and he's just having flashes every so often of like, no, I shouldn't say it. But
I
he's
would.
like,
I try and work with persuasion to try and get him to like maybe tell us, but I also have no idea if I could even do that.
yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, bless. I was like, I've got a negative in that one.
Oh, you've got a 2 there. That's not it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
it's just
very nice.
Are
it's
you
just weird 'cause
proficient in persuasion?
that's the only reason why. Yeah.
Yeah. Or else you'd have a negative 1. You still would have easily beat his insight.
Such a way of words.
He rolled so low.
Just like I'm practicing.
Uh,
Oh,
he
poor little one.
he is like basically he's just kind of looking to trauma dump, I guess. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
as soon
so-
as you give him just any little avenue, any little opening
oh no.
to say his feelings, he just kind of goes like, "They all went to Luminara and died. It wasn't even our city. They were trying to take it back, and he killed them all."
Vexthorn.
Vexthorn did.
Mm-hmm.
I guess she'll kind of like continue in this little route because she hasn't seen such a small timid person before, being like, "Is everyone else here safe? Or
So
is your
now
city all right?"
we we couldn't send everyone. We had to protect the city, but we are all that's left now, and it's not enough. We don't know if he's going to come north next, so we're kind of holding the place down. We're trying to get reinforcements.
And can you direct us to who controls the city the most so that we can talk to them about this? We knew someone who is in Luminara, so maybe we can help.
Then you'll want to go see the new mayor. I wrote down 1 second. And he like rifles through, like trying to like get under like his armor to get into like a pocket, like tucked into the waistband of like his clothes under his armor. He's like pulling out a piece of paper and he's like, it's oh, Sir Gareth, of course. He's the new mayor now.
Where did your old mayor go?
She led the defense of Luminaria.
Ah,
Oh.
Well, she didn't make it.
our condolences. We will see ourselves to Sir Gareth then.
Oh, before I need to check your pins.
Of course.
Oh, pins. Yep.
Yep.
He's holding his hand, like you can see it's shaking quite violently.
Yep,
Oh,
here you go.
yeah, I'll show it.
Do we all have to have one?
I was gonna say.
If you
Right
are
then.
affiliated with a faction, yes.
Oh,
If
yes.
not, then you will be under the umbrella of. And he glances down. You can see he's like kind of mentally rattle off the list. The Iron Fist.
Yep,
Yes.
that's the one.
That's the case. Yes.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, they're just traveling
We're
with us
umbrellas.
then.
Yep.
Yeah.
I-
Under the umbrella.
I'm the umbrella in this case.
Okay,
What
well,
he said.
that seems to be all in order. I believe the new Iron Fist representative here is. He glances down at his paper again. Oh, it's Greg.
Do we know Greg?
You can both go ahead and roll me a history check with advantage.
Sick.
Is Grak the brother of Grakar?
There's Grak, there's Car, and then there's Grakar.
He really should be, shouldn't he? With the names Grak and Grakar, he really should be. And for the sake of it, yes, he now is.
Damn right. You're like, oh.
Except
Grakar's
Davia,
brother Grak.
Grakar has never told you he had a brother. They mustn't talk very often. He's never told you about Grak in his life.
I feel like if the 19's good enough, I just looked like armor and they're just chatting around me, and I'm like, oh, he has a brother.
Yeah, Dove, you
I
would
don't
know of Grak. Like he's never been a standout member of the Iron Fist. He's never done anything truly great to like earn accolades or anything like that.
Okay.
But he himself is a very good soldier, very good man. He's quite gruff exterior, but underneath all, like he's loyal and I'm gonna say honorful. That's not what I like full of honor. And he's one of those people who, if he gives you his word, he will do everything he can to, make it good.
Gotcha.
I've seen the man once and I liked him.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh yeah, this is Grikar's brother.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Wait.
you didn't know?
Who? What?
Why did Grakar never tell me?
In the Iron Fist, there's our comrade Grakar.
I thought he was
Yes.
my friend.
He just never thought to tell you. This is good though. He's a very good man. Strong on his word and trustworthy. Doesn't have a strong presence in terms of being written down on things, but still good.
Sounds like he finally got that promotion though. Unfortunately, of course, I'm kind of like motioning towards the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just kind of like holding out the badges very weakly, just like trying not to cry.
Oh,
Oh, you'll be all right.
I'll take my badge and pat him on the shoulder. 2 condolence pats that are kind of maybe a little bit too hard. Yeah.
Roll strength. No, I'm joking.
Oh no.
I
Sorry,
would
tiny one.
Strong now.
Take
So
my
sorry.
badge.
I'm trying to do better.
And yeah, he'll just kind of stagger to one side and let you pass.
Keep up the good work, kid.
You're doing very well in the circumstances.
you enter the city of Mr. Allen,
Ooh.
which is,
See?
as you might figure out, a quiet and solemn place at the moment.
Yeah.
There are
I
no
observe.
song and dance festivals going on currently.
Well, I guess us warning them about the war is a little bit redundant since they were a part of it.
Very true.
I didn't know that they were a part of it.
Neither.
He said it sounded like they went to take the city back. I thought.
True. Yes, you're right. Sounds like it's to no avail, though.
Mm. Well, let's try not to stir up too many feathers, and hopefully they'll let us through.
Sure, we'll be
If-
okay.
If we need to, should we like offer him one of those spell scrolls? Maybe as a potential protection against Vexthorn.
That is
as
a
a tri-
very good point, actually. Especially since they lost so much, that could be counting as consolidation as well as future protection, which then potentially puts us in their favor. So it'd probably be a better edge to use their teleportation since we're trying to spread the word about Vexthorn.
True.
Negatively spread the word.
Yeah, our Lord and Savior, Vexthorn.
Have you heard of the travels of Vexthorn?
Spread the good word.
The question is, which one do we give them? I'm currently looking at Final Act of Duty or Last Stand would be the most useful ones.
Well, hey, what if we go and first check with our Iron Fist friend? See if he can get a bead on this new mayor.
True.
We can get a good level of readout for what we're about to walk in on because we seem to not usually walk in with a lot of information on these political conversations.
Ew.
I know. But yeah, let's I'll kind of like look for anyone who's like walking by, and I plan on walking up to one of them and asking them where we could find the Iron Fist faction leader or representative.
The majority of people can't say for sure, but they do all say, well, most of the faction leaders have been in the consortium since it happened. So,
Okay.
and they do point to the giant building is just being circled by some mysterious force.
Very convenient.
They've been in they've basically been having just emergency meetings ever
One after
since
the other.
because the majority of the representatives all died.
Oof. That's whack. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just walk to where they suggested they'll probably be found.
All right. You do encounter some more guards along the way, but they basically all kind of go the same. They just want to see, they want to know what you're doing here. Then they want to see your badges, and kind of once you're kind of under the Iron Fist umbrella, mostly they do let you through. They are you're specifically looking for your Iron Fist representative right now, aren't you?
Yep.
It sounds like you're saying oh frick. Oh,
Oh, frick.
Perfect.
They do tell you they are still in meetings, but someone will be sent to let him know that you're here. And they show you to a waiting room area.
Nice.
This is a little bit easier than it has been in the past so far.
Yeah. Thankfully.
Hopefully the meeting doesn't take too long.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
I had been meaning to ask, do you mind if I perhaps keep a hold of a few of those spell scrolls?
Are you asking that to?
To everybody.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, Dove's just gonna shrug. She doesn't have a thought one way or the other of it.
Cool.
Hmm.
Can I rifle through and grab a few spell scrolls?
Apparently, you may. It does not seem like anyone minds.
Yeah.
Cool. I have specifically grabbed like 3 or 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. I grabbed 4 scrolls. Not for any silly reason that will end up in an emergency at all.
I'm
Well,
sure.
you will probably have to disclose which ones those are.
Okay.
Just for any housekeeping. I know,
Mhm.
so that I know as well.
Hmm.
What was it? I'm trying to be sneaky while grabbing the specific ones, but the final act, the last stand, and the no regret spell scrolls for sure. And then I was looking at one other. Was it heroes? No. We'll just go with those 3 then. Actually, yeah.
Okay. I
Just in case. Just in case.
Of course.
all right. Do you have a count of all of the scrolls, Chateau? I know
Um.
you've given a couple away. I think you've used one.
Yeah, I've been keeping track, so it should be
Yeah.
a
Just so you could
handful.
mark off mark off the ones that Baby has taken.
Why does it disappear? Yes. If I am not in combat, my character sheet disappears. It seems. It's
We're
good times.
always in combat, yeah.
We like to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm at 46. We had like 50 something before. I'm down to
Yeah,
46.
you took like 3 of every scroll, and there were 17 different scrolls, I think. So
Yeah.
yeah, you had 51. We've used a couple, given a couple away.
Yep, we are at 46, unless you just took some and we're low, less.
Yeah, and Baby just took what, 3?
3.
3. Cool. Yeah,
Take him.
and write your guys' tokens on here. As you're sort of rifling through and you're taking the scrolls out, they do sort of eventually the doors kind of where they would have gestured to roughly before the doors would kind of swing open. You'd see a couple of people walk out. Nobody who looks too important. Um, Look around. They sort of glance and see you sitting there. Turn back in, call something out into the room. A few heavy steps later, and you would be joined by Mr. Grack.
Nice. I'll give him a familiar nod. Long time no see.
Well, unless we've got any more robots lately. You must be Dove.
Yes, indeed.
Long time indeed. How's it going?
Well, probably as best as you could assume during these times. But
Hopefully better than here.
we're trying to make it better. Sorry for the loss of this place.
Yeah. It's been a bit of a shit show. No getting around it. I'm just trying to recover quickly.
Fair.
Have you heard of any advancements from south?
None yet. But we've not even really been able to spare that many scouts. we've got the Shadowstalkers and the Shadebound working intelligence, which really means we should have the advantage in that respect, but we don't know what we're dealing with right now. What brings you guys here? It's a bit out of the way from an Iron Fist outpost.
Technically, Dove and I are on vacation. Technically.
Mm-hmm.
To allow us the proper freedom to move about these countries. We were put on that.
We currently need passage to Arcanum Obscura Arcane. God damn it, what's the place called again?
Oh, to the far starboard of the map.
Yeah. I have it written down. Obscura Arcanium. Jeez. We unfortunately need to get to the other side of the world in a relatively timely manner. Which also unfortunately means the teleportation circles are the fastest way around.
Right.
We were hoping we could potentially hitch a ride over there.
Normally, I'd hand wave you through without any issues, but given the situation of things here, you're gonna have to make that case to everyone.
You said to everyone?
Yeah. We're going right back to basics here.
Okay. I mean,
full conglomerate. All factions are equal.
that's safer, to be honest, I'd say. There's too much unknowns going on.
Wait, are they actually cooperating with each other?
I mean, most of us only just got into power a couple of days ago. It's the only thing we can do.
Oh, that's fucking
And even
awesome.
then, not everyone likes it.
Oh, of course they wouldn't, but this is a good start for what's going on around us.
Maybe the first time in a very long time, actually.
Yeah, actually, we've been running into a lot of headbutting factions wherever we walk, so this is a relatively pleasant surprise.
Well, don't get used to it. As soon as these people get into the groove, I'm pretty sure things will go back to the way it was. It's
Of
still
course.
a modern city. It's just Gareth is too green the girls too.
I wanted
Be an effective leader.
It is actually good that you brought up Sir Gareth. We wanted to check with you about your thought process on him, since he just recently rose to power. Just curious about it.
He's gonna glance over his shoulder and kind of sidle down the corridor a little bit to get out of earshot of the door. He's a good guy. He is, but he doesn't know the taste of battle. He doesn't know the agony of war. He's a leader in all but title. He hasn't earned it. He hasn't deserved it. But he's not a bad person. He has a good heart. But he doesn't have the knowledge and the experience to do things the best way. Or even argue that his way is the best. Right now, he's flopping between whoever's idea sounds, the
Most agreeable.
easiest. Yeah, and the one that has the least risks. He's very easily swayed right now.
I guess that would be the thought process of someone who isn't seasoned yet.
And it doesn't help that most of the other faction heads are also, they're not seasoned warriors. I'm the one with one of the most combat experiences, and even I haven't really earned this position. Just in the right place at the wrong time.
I mean, you can't be that bad if you're Kakar's brother, apparently.
Don't mention that. Is
is that
he
why he
cut-
never mentioned it?
he cusses out in Orcish.
Oh, I understand. That
I was
word.
gonna say, I think do you speak Orcish as well?
I don't remember.
I was sure he did.
I do.
Yes. I don't think Shafala does speak Orcish.
Nope.
But yeah, so Jodo and Nadia, it's basically the Orcish version of like motherfucker.
Sir.
I shall quite gleefully agree in Orcish as well and say, "Oh, I'm gonna get that motherfucker for not telling me later."
Do not mention his name to me. We have not been on speaking terms for a long time.
Oh, that explains a lot.
What if? Mhm.
All right, don't worry. Next time I see him, I'll beat the shit out of him for you. And for me, mostly for me, not you.
Factions get together today, so you never know what happens, hey?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, he's stationed at our old place, way down south. We shouldn't be running into him here.
But to get back to our original need of teleportation, you said we need to get, well, the other factions' approval? Or
Basically, you're going to have to get the majority vote, yeah. I can probably squeeze you guys in right now.
Oh, if they're all gathered in one area, that's actually very convenient.
Well,
all of them haven't
well,
left this room in a while.
oh, thank you so much. We are in a time limit, so yes, much appreciated.
Alright. Well, wait here. Be back in a second. I'm just going to trudge back inside.
Oh,
You sort of hear his voice kind of echoing from inside. Members of the conglomeration, we have a new order of business to discuss. Alright, you can come in.
You do that.
Oh, my throat did not like that one.
telepathy
Whoa,
up,
whoa.
please.
Bless you for remembering.
Telepathy up. Yep. We get it for 6 hours. Woo!
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Oh, this thing again.
Oh, welcome into my head, everyone.
Oh, boy.
Here in today's meeting, I would like to. Sorry. Hey, we should remember to. Or we should let them know we did close a very dangerous portal just south of the city as well. If they have any, if they need any extra.
No says.
Yeah,
That is true.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we.
If they need to be buttered up, you mean?
Yep.
Sure.
Get into the circle of doom. Of doom.
Oh wow!
Wow, hey everybody. Oh.
Are we gonna get? Are we gonna go through trials or something?
Don't we know her? Or does she just look familiar?
Wait,
I thought I was recognizing this guy, this little gnome dude on the left.
I
I think we've met one,
recognize-
but not him.
Oh no,
Oh,
he just
not-
looks similar.
This
I
guy is
think there's a
almost so
familiar.
familiar, but he's
Right, that's
not
what I was
the
gonna
one
say.
I thought about. No, it's not him.
Okay.
It's
Just going through and I'm like, do I know? Do you?
Have you met before?
To like
Don't
90% of the
think-
room.
Right.
I don't think we know many of these people.
I don't
Wait,
think we know any.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think you've met any either.
This
Still
guy
wearing my
looks like
hood
someone
over
we
my head.
know. This guy too.
Oh, good.
This guy kind of. This one looks like someone who's dead.
Oh, 7?
But well, that's about it. So yeah, Elias' friend, the flying dude with
Oh, Aaron.
stole the blade singing guy. Yeah, forgot
Yeah,
his name.
he's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah, the one who took Dove on that little date.
Was that a date?
No,
That was
No.
totally a date.
Oh, well.
that did not happen.
Yeah.
I just made Dove fly, and he kind of
I can see
forced
it.
himself.
He just interjected. Is that how it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Just left it happen.
he stole the dance.
Damn.
So.
And Dove was none the wiser.
But yeah, so as you guys walk in, there's just this sudden, all the eyes are on you. And there's curiosity just in each of them. A little bit of suspicion, especially these two over here. Um, Very clear which factions they're going to belong to. Um, they are definitely regarding you warily, a little bit kind of. You would actually see. Um, which one is it? I think it's him. Yeah. The male, the tiefling, he is going to he'll be like scanning each of you, and then when he gets it in his eyes, land on you, Dadia,
Oh shit.
he's the corner of his mouth just goes up into a large smirk, like far too large as well. Like it doesn't just smirk like a normal person. He smirks almost as wide as like say the Joker smile.
Oh,
His
jeez.
his cheek
Whoa.
his cheek just goes up and like that fang is just like kind of glistening
I
as he just
recognize him.
has this look of glee. You do not recognize him though.
He knows
Does-
you, though.
Does he have a shade bound mark?
He does have the shade on pin on him, yes.
Oh shit, she already knows.
Oh my gosh.
Um, and
Oh.
Wait,
as you walk in,
who knows who?
the door
Next one, go.
closes, and Drax gonna kind of like clear so these members of my faction seek the use of our teleportation circle. They have a job in obscure arcanum that is time sensitive, as we are currently limiting the teleportation circle. Believed it wise that the council should vote. Of course, my vote is voted for. They represent my faction, and therefore I trust them. And I'm going to put my word to the front that they are trustworthy. And it's kind of a murmur. You can sort of tell who the new members are and who like the I don't know the older ones are because they seem a lot more sort of confident, and you can tell a lot of them are looking down at you, whereas the newer people are like glancing between each other and then trying to like talk to the person next to them to try and figure out what they should do.
Mm.
And then eventually the guy in the middle here, who is wearing the Celestial Warden pin, so therefore is most likely to be Sir Gareth, clears his throat. And it's one of those where he's not doing it with the authority. He's like doing it to just get everyone's attention rather than demand their attention. And they all sort of give it to him anyway, you know. They do just kind of die down and look. Well, I am inclined back to trust your word, as per usual. But I think it behooves us all to know what their business is and why it has such a time limit attached to it.
Well, we need to teleport because we are going to a place where we can stop a great evil that started in Mist Harbor.
If any of you know,
I'm checking like
Go.
people's reaction.
Yeah.
Anyone knows about it? Like just doing a quick scan around the room.
Yeah, like sad.
Um, it seems obviously a lot of them are new, so there's a lot of blank faces, but there are some knowing faces. The one who seems to be the most sort of interested, who perks up the most when you say that, is Miss Melody over here, in the middle and far left. And she is wearing the Bardic Fellowship pin, as she kind
Figures.
of as you say that, she like scoots forward to the edge of her seat, and her hands kind of come up to the banister that she's sitting in front of. She doesn't say anything, but she's definitely kind of regarding you all with a bit more curiosity. And that, in turn, kind of like gets the attention of the people around her. who seem to be looking at her and then looking at you. Gareth seems to take it a minute. He doesn't really seem to. He's like thrown off by the reaction. And clearly he doesn't know what you're talking about. So he he does that like throat clear again. And then like some people turn to look at him, everyone else is still kind of looking at Melody. And he kind of tries to make the most. He's like, Miss Melody, if you would like to ask them about this, please feel free. Oh, well, I mean, I I know something happened, but not all of the information. Could you tell me quickly what you know and what you're doing?
Would you like to, Jonah, or should I?
What? Okay, no, it's right.
Yeah, I was
It's okay.
talking in my head.
I'll do it.
Okay. Maybe keep names to a minimum. To talk about
Yes.
like the mains. Yeah.
Will do. About 6 days ago, there was a woman. She went to perform on stage. We were there actually when it happened during the festival, and she used a very powerful enchantment magic and she was able to use it on the whole city and even more people. Currently, these people are in a sort of state of trance in which they worship her, and that gives her more and more power with how the enchantment can spread. Because yes, the enchantment can spread. We learned, and we don't know how many other towns or city are affected right now. The numbers don't seem to grow extremely fast because we've moved around, but right now we are working on a solution to stop the enchantments. Well, I'm not sure if you have. I'm sure you haven't heard anything from Mist Arbor or any other, or some other cities. Well, this is the reason.
I've heard bits and pieces about why Miss Harper has been, I suppose, quarantined is the right word.
Oh, that's good to hear.
We were told about that's why one of the reasons our teleportation circle is being monitored. We can't afford to turn it off right now. But we were told people might be coming through. But I had no idea to what extent it was in trouble. What happened to Lady Amitio?
Meteo. This is.
Uh,
This was the representative.
yeah, she's the leader of Miss Harder. Like she's the leader of the body delegate.
I don't think we know what happened to her. We haven't seen her. Did we? I don't think we did.
I don't think you didn't see her since the
the
actual concert itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was at. Was she at the concert?
She was at the concert. Yeah.
So she would have been affected by then.
Yeah, she would have been affected.
Okay, we got somebody.
Oh, was she? Okay.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Jonah will continue. We've seen her during the performance, but then everything went so fast. I don't think I think she's also under the charm, and this charm, whoever's subjected to it, they will continue to worship a woman, well, until they die. And that's how she gains more power. She found some magic that's neither a spell or we're not sure what it is yet, but we're trying to figure it out.
I see. That is most stressing. Might I ask how you came to escape? You said you saw Mitzi at this concert. How were they affected and you not?
Well, we weren't affected, we think, because we were subjected to another magical effect that shielded us. Well, shielded our minds. Oh,
We are consistently being watched positively, so we are being protected passively. Hence why we weren't controlled.
I see. And this patron of yours who's overseeing you, they cannot help Miss Harbour? Or anywhere else subjected?
We've been told that the by our patrons that the level of power that they are at, there are rules against interfering with what is specifically happening. Rules that
Then
if
they must
they didn't follow, it would start a much larger conflict.
a vague but telling answer. There are very few beings who could follow restrictions such as that, albeit countless among them.
Dove's gonna speak up, being like, besides the point, we are just looking for safe passage to be able to keep everyone safe.
She seems to sit back as she's kind of contemplating now. She gained quite a lot of information out of you there. Grunt goes to like he like clears his throat, you can tell he's trying to like sort of say something. But before he gets the chance to, Mr. This guy next to Gareth here, he kind of stands up so to sort of draw the attention to him. You can tell based on his confidence, he's not one of the new leaders. He's clearly been here before. He's quite comfortable with speaking in this room. Well, we astral sages believe that free travel should be encouraged, and not only that, you seem to be on the righteous path. I don't see any reason why we shouldn't allow them. Whatever power guides them, if it's enough to sway old Grack to their side, who are we to judge?
Thank you.
And
That's very kind words.
You said that was this guy up here?
this
Yeah.
guy, yeah. And almost sort of in response of that, sorry, it's this lady down here anyway, speaks up. And she speaks, she's got one of those tones where, like, she's quiet, but everyone's listening, sort of thing. That's well, you would say that. I said sages before, didn't I? I meant the nomads for that guy. He's a missing nomad guy.
Oh, okay. Nomads.
Hence the whole free travel thing. The nomads are all about travel. You say that on balance, you weren't directly affected by any of this that's happening, how were you? You seem to think people can just come and go as they please. We do not know if these people speak the truth. They very conveniently escaped Mist Harbor unscathed with vague promises of a patron who's watching over them. They told the guard at the gates that they knew someone from Liminarum. And yet they come here just after our people were killed defending it. They are more to this group than let's on. They are not mere travelers. And I believe that without a straight answer of what they require in Obscure Arcanum, then they will not get my vote.
Dove's gonna pipe up with that one, actually. If you're accusing us of potentially helping the threat that took out a town that was partially led by a friend of ours, then I will have to speak up for that.
Then please, speak. I would love to hear this.
When we heard that it didn't go well, through the connection that Daydeer was able to keep with our friend, it's been pushing us to expedite our travels to make sure less bloodshed happens.
Yes.
I would like
see...
to pull.
Go on.
I was gonna say I'd like to pull sad face and the last few messages from Rasling that I received were, well, when I couldn't respond,
Worrying.
I was not happy.
Sadly, we were off fighting something else, so we couldn't be there. So we are sad to hear that the efforts weren't fruitful, and the amount of lives that were lost there were a detriment. But raising suspicions on ourselves would be the last thing we want to do if we want to try and secure a more positive outcome in this future.
A shame you can offer nothing more than what could be a well-rehearsed story. As I say, without an actionable answer,
If
intelligence
you wish,
that we can act on.
is she a Night Stalker?
She is a Shadow Stalker, yeah.
A Shadow Stalker? If you wish for proof of our identities, you can reach out to Mayor Drimra of Emberborough. We assisted him recently.
It's true.
It's not your identities it's questioning. I'm questioning your motives. And the series of disasters that have seemingly followed you.
It's
Nothing's following us.
more the other way around.
Yeah, to be
Well,
honest.
if it's our motives you are questioning, so far we've told you about the threat that started in Mist Harbor that might spread, and that we need to stop it. About the details, I wish we could tell you more, but if you have other specific questions, please feel free.
In that case, what is in Obscura Arcanum? Why is it you must travel there?
Because we are trying to stop the person responsible. And we have good reasons to think she will be there.
So you know who's responsible.
We've seen her, yes.
It was assumed earlier that you did not know.
We cannot stop you from assuming certain situations from names that weren't spoken of.
No, correct. However, you seem to know enough about where she's going to be, how to find her. And yet, this is not information you have shared yet. Have you told anyone from Obscura Arcanum?
We don't have
no,
easy
we
ways to
haven't.
contact. Yeah.
We can't. We don't know anyone there. I mean, don't we? think.
No, not in that area.
And yet, your first then instinct is not to go through the proper channels and authorities, but to go there yourselves.
A lot of
Yes.
cities are tied up with fighting different battles. There's a war
And-
going on over on the other countryside. Same with the southern. If we
And-
four can move about, then we would like to.
And she's extremely powerful, and we couldn't be protected ourselves from domination, but we don't really know who we can trust.
With the Chaos Seekers imposing themselves as different people, as well as even faction leaders or guards, it has been very hard.
We are in a
Keep-
very similar boat. We also do not know who to trust.
It is a hard time to be able to find people to work with, whether they'll backstab you or help you across the river. It is extremely difficult.
And so
And
far,
it's-
you have not given us any reason to trust you.
But it's also likewise. We know none of you in this room. And we have been met with many false faces who have taken lives from people that we know.
Well, I'm not sure how much will that worth, but I am from Mist Harbor myself, and which is why I feel quite concerned about what will happen.
And I feel for that. However, I stand by what I said. I cannot, in good conscience, allow you free travel without an idea of what you're doing.
Your suspicions, while not correct, are very understandable in these circumstances. And Dove's gonna kind of like look around the room to read the faces of each person.
You can tell there's a lot. There's like multiple different internal dialogues going on in different corners of the room.
Yeah.
Like the people, people who trust Grant are like looking at him, like glancing to the Shadowstalker's lady, and it's like they're torn between, well, he's trustworthy, he's good. She's in, like, she's probably right in a lot of things she's saying. Um, in their mind.
Yeah.
So you can tell there's a lot of just warring dialogues between all of them. And again, like Melody, the bard lady, it has been just sort of scrutinizing this entire conversation between you and the Shadowstalker. So it's like there's a lot of just advanced politics, I guess.
But
Yeah.
wait, but this woman, she's with the Shadow Stalkers, right?
This one,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, and their whole thing is like informations and stuff.
Yeah,
the
them and the Shadehound are
In the Shade
Yeah.
Town,
very
yeah.
similar. Are
Right.
like
Mm.
How
I mean,
long do you think
Chevin.
this? Mhm.
Yeah, go on.
Oh no, I was just asking how long do you think we've been in this chat room?
if you're
Um,
asking about your know things,
I am.
Mm.
probably not because, well, unless there's been one person you've been focusing on the whole time, because you need to be observing someone for 30
Right.
minutes.
Yeah.
You can't necessarily be observing everyone.
Right. Okay. I'll
So-
probably mention that to be focusing on her then, from like this
Okay.
time on.
All right.
Right. Noted.
So we're just asking
Can
for
I,
full access, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
Because we're trying. Hmm?
just wondering how hard it is to access said portal in general.
Oh
Yeah, because the
gosh.
most that they've like divulged is that they're monitoring it like crazy. So
Mhm.
personally, I feel like we could probably bet that it's like relatively well guarded.
Makes sense.
Alright. Can I look over at this guy?
Yes,
Is he staring at me still?
he is. He's still giving you the exact same look.
Alright, I'll step over in that direction. I'm like, alright. You recognize me?
So do I.
Widow?
Oh, bold.
Or another
Coming out
one.
saying that.
I mean,
Yes.
is she gonna kill me?
I don't think she's decided that yet, right?
Fair. Are you gonna let us go?
I'm thinking about it. On
I'll
the
be
one
fair.
hand,
I'm
what?
going to
Go on.
I'm going to subject myself to whatever she wants to do. I will say that much.
Oh, that could be fun. As my expertise is telling me not to let you go, but my desire to bring any sort of happiness to her life is telling me I should let her have her way with you.
What?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm going to hold my vote for now. I believe I'm a little too personally involved to give a fair verdict. I will enjoy hearing what everyone else has.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of just glance around the room.
He's yeah, most of them are going to speak, right? They are not like voting right now. That's not the
No.
idea. Okay,
No.
yeah, they're just
They're not
debating.
voting yet. Yeah, they're just kind of listening to what's being said and weighing it up. And if any of them have their own questions, they are going to pop up and say something. One of these two is going to say something. I just need to double check which one. I'm going to be honest, starting to all look the same.
Oh no.
I'm going a little face blind. This is
Oh no!
this is
Yeah,
far too many
this is hard.
NPCs have on the screen at once. It is this one over here.
The chat is full.
Little dude over here is going to hop up out of his chair, and then he's going to climb up onto a little stepping stool, and he's going to still be peeking under the barrier, down at you all. Here, my name is Kybel, and I am the Inventors League representative here. As
Hello?
Obscura Arcanum is my faction's city, I must ask, on the same note as my esteemed colleague over there, that you provide a little bit more specific details about what it is that you hope to do in my faction's city. I would be most grateful with a straight answer, but preferably a very detailed one.
Just for a reminder, I mean, we want to teleport there, but we're not. That's not where we're gonna plan our ambush.
Right.
Because it's supposed to be
Yeah.
in the temple that's like in the countryside,
Like a bit
like
north, I think.
kilometers away. Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that. I forgot the name of the
the
place.
city. You haven't been
And
given a name. It's just a
yeah,
temple.
right. and it's in the middle of nowhere. It's not like in a village or whatever. It's supposed to be in the
Nope.
forest or something.
Yep,
Okay. Yeah.
middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I remember this. So yeah.
I'm
In
talking
that case,
mind.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in mind. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I was
Just
gonna
to,
speak, but yeah, go ahead.
no. This is just in mind.
Yeah. Just tell me before I do something stupid.
No, you're fine. So they want information, and I want to give it. I don't trust the bard woman. She seems her questions are pointed. They have some kind of need. If we are able to give some quick information, at least about, I could we drop her name? Do you think
Nope.
that would be okay? Okay.
I
That's
mean,
good,
like, we
'cause I don't-
can, we could. I mean, we need to go kind of their way at some point.
I was say, I don't think there's any
What's the-
harm in telling them Elia's name at all.
Okay.
Yes,
We can give.
if they know her, they know who we are talking about. If
Yeah.
they're in the, so we might as well be honest.
Okay, but I think we should still protect our Ion's name and like the patrons who are helping us.
Yes.
Because of that
Of course.
that chained chaos dude. I
Sure.
don't.
No, it would be fun. We could say Dingus's name in right in the middle of this room, and then Philip would have to deal with
What
that.
a horrendous idea.
just throw a wrench right into
Oh,
that.
jeez.
I'm still thinking about dropping this bomb.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh, that would be actually easier than dealing with these 15 NPCs right now.
Just
Right.
have one claiming one.
just
Yeah.
just
and
Dingus killing everyone in this room, including us.
And we're just going to
Right.
leave.
I
Shuffle's
will
head's
say,
fully in her hood.
right. If
Davia, go.
Yeah. I will say, if we want to try, like, Dove was being careful earlier with, like, trying not to say that we're going after Elia to defeat her and stuff. We can just say, like, we're going to try and confront her, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Stop the tragedy
Yeah.
I mean,
that is
we can-
happening. I don't think
I
there's
said
any
we
harm
wanted
in
to
saying
stop
that,
her,
right?
so it's fake. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
I think it's a good
So,
balance.
like, if they're trying to get a reason out of us why we're going there, our goal is to confront her and stop the ongoing tragedy.
Yes. Sure. I think that's okay. That's still safe. It's still showing that we're trying to help, but
Yes.
we're also not talking about like really obvious stuff. So
Yeah. And we
Okay.
can specify she is not in Obscura Arcanum. It's just the closest place.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying
if we need to, yeah,
Or
Yes.
not closest.
If we
We'll say
need to,
we'll say
yeah.
nearby.
we'll start with the name. We're trying to confront her, and then move from there.
Mhm.
Go on, Jonah.
Oh yes. Okay.
I'm not talking to this man.
Well, Obscura is not our destination. This is just the closest portal we knew about, and we did it as well to continue our travel to confront the person responsible, which will not be in the city or in any of the villages around. We just have a vague idea. We want to find her and try to talk her out of what she's doing right now. Or stop her. So if anything, Obscura will only be a place where we can resupply and, well, a quick way to get to our final destination.
So if Obscura Arcanum is not your final destination, and in fact you are going somewhere near it, that is quite a secluded location, then you must have a more exact answer in mind for where you're going.
Well,
We know the whereabouts, but we'll have to look for the place on our own.
we only have
So
a
wait.
general idea.
Then where is this whereabouts?
Honestly.
In my head, should I just say it?
No, give like somewhere northern if you want to say that.
Yeah,
North or
direction,
northeast
yes.
or northwest. Yeah.
Yes, all right.
Northwest
I
to
think it
northeast
was-
is where we'll sweep.
I think it was northwest. I'm about to say the truth, but I think it was northwest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I say? Yes. It's a northwest of Obscure. Like I said,
Indeed.
we do have a general idea where we could meet her, but it's around this area, yes.
When you say northwest, do you mean the plains or the forest?
We're not sure yet. We need to keep checking that area.
We
Hence-
only have a map of the world, so we don't know what kind of place we will stumble upon.
The faster that we can get there, the quicker we could find the area, but
I understand, but you know, due process must be followed.
of course.
Shuffle's hands are like white knuckling
Oh.
through dealing with this guy.
So, Obscura Arcanium is the closest circle, and you know it's somewhere northwest, but you don't know exactly where. How did you come to find this location, then?
Researches.
Then you must have a
And
trail that you can explain. I'm
we've
speaking
been,
purely from a place of worry from my faction city. It is one of the
Of
only
course.
places we are.
we have a lead because we have met her before she went to Mist Harbor. We didn't know who she was or what she was capable of before.
Or her intentions either.
Yes, never her intentions. But we had a few conversations with her, and she told us about this place where she was going to go after the festival. Of course, we didn't know what her plan was for the festival, but, well, considering what happened in Mist Harbor, we just know it's only going to get worse unless we do something about it.
So once again, your relationship with her is deeper than you have let on previously.
It's not that much deeper, to be honest. We've only met her truly once, and that turned sour quite quickly. When she appeared at the festival, it was not positive.
We weren't sure she had bad intention. Well, I mean, the least I can say is that we definitely did not expect her to display such power, but we were on our guard, and, well, because she revealed her intentions way after we've met her for the first time, we believe that we will be able to find her northwest of Obscura. But yes, you're right. We didn't specify that we have met her before, but now we did.
Is there anything else about her that you would like to tell us?
About her?
She can sing really well.
That was how
In
she
my head-
captivated.
Should I? I can just tell her name
Very
now,
resourceful.
can't I?
Sure, at this point. We're not sure if it'll
Well-
have any weight. Maybe emphasize that.
Well, her name is Elia.
Felfel, can I bring you down to the office for a moment, please?
What?
That was a mistake.
Bye, Shuffle.
Sure.
Hello
Uh-oh.
and welcome to the office.
Hello. Most privacy.
So, as soon as Jonah says her name,
Ah, shoot.
you feel this ripple go around the room. Nobody responds, nobody reacts, nobody else even seems to feel it. But you just feel this shift in the air, just sort of spreading from like one side of the room just outwards until it circles all the way around.
Huh.
And it's like sunlight coming through a window. You know, it starts off as just this small little light coming through, but as the sun sort of passes in front of it more, it fills more of the room, and that's just kind of how it feels. Just this energy, this force. It seems to
Strange.
light up the whole room.
And I'm the only one who can see this?
You seem to be the only person who's reacting. Like nobody else has even moved, like or batted an eye, or like shifted in their seat or anything. Not even like the other members of the party don't seem to have clocked it at all.
Okay. I wonder if I can get a sneaky arcana check on it. Although,
Sure. As I say, if you want to put it into GM modes,
sure, yeah, let's see. Remember
and
how
go
we
ahead
do
and roll with
that.
advantage as well. So at the top, it's what's it say, whisper. It says public and then GM next to GM next to it.
Okay, at the top of
It's where you click advantage and stuff.
okay, gotcha.
Should just be next to that.
Oh, got it. All right, public to GM. All right. So what
Yep.
am I rolling? Arcana.
Arcana, yeah, and with advantage as well, please. Yeah. Okay.
Take it.
So you have you've kind of felt this before. It was very fleeting, very in passing. But given the fact that it happened right after Jonah said Elia's name, you're able to like equate the feeling to when Jonah said Elzakiel's name in when you were in Madmal, and the devil guy turned up in the room with you. And it was like it would have been the feeling just before he turned up, where like saying his name and like sort of opened the door for him to walk in, basically. Like the room would have filled up with the same energy, but then he would have appeared following it. Whereas here, Jonas said Elia, and the feeling swells up in the room, but Elia's nowhere to be seen.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Also, I think I said Elzakiel. It's actually Euphlick, the demon guy. So Euphlick when he appeared.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's that. Now you know. We can take you back up to the general chat.
Okay.
And you can do with that what you will.
I was gonna say, like, just gonna uncomfortably stand there for a second, probably.
Alright. See you back up there.
Alrighty.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hey.
Shall
Hey.
have anything to share?
How's the vibe? How we feeling?
I'll check.
Hard
I have a
vibe
feeling
check.
this isn't really. This is probably unrelated. It's just gonna turn into a koala again with that.
right.
I'd be okay with that.
Rhinophile.
Right, exactly. Vicious.
But yeah, I was also about to say. Well, I said her name.
Yeah.
When I said that
You
she
told
was
them.
from Scorch Run, I think that's the city we've met her.
Is that the city with the university or whatever?
The
where we met
students, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it okay,
Okay.
well, I was gonna say, yeah, Elia from Scorch Run, basically. Yeah.
Alright. Well,
I see.
yeah.
Go on, Chapel.
If I remember correctly, Dadier did do the telepathy thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
you-
we've been.
yeah.
This
You
is
are
yeah, the
all
whole chat
inside
on the
my head
right.
right now.
The whole chat on the right's been in our heads.
Alrighty.
The three of you are locked in my skull right now.
There.
Alright.
Don't say it like that.
So Shalfel will, like, through the telepathy, kind of communicate, like, nobody panic. but something happened when Jonah said Elia's name, and there's something here now, and it's a lot of energy, and I think I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100%. Just communication purposes. We can stay focused on whatever we're talking about. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I'm immediately turning to Chapel.
Yeah, just slow turn. Like I beg
No,
your
not slow.
finest pardon.
like, I'm like, what the, and you're like, wait, what did you say, Shafel?
And she's probably staring at a certain point in the room, kind of
Oh.
trying to gauge, like looking a little confused but curious.
Wait, you said a huge
There's a
surge
huge
of
presence.
energy.
Yeah, of
Here?
light. It's. I'm getting a lot of light. I remember I've dealt with it once before when
Radiant?
the devil guy came in.
Oh, did we summon her?
I
There's
don't
no
know.
way.
I don't know.
We-
But she's not here,
We said
so
her name
I
so
don't
many
think
times.
so.
Let's focus on the questions that are being asked of us
Okay.
Yep.
until that becomes an actual issue.
What's she
Yes.
looking like?
Yeah, I'm gonna look. Yeah, I'm gonna also look around to
Yeah,
the people here. Is
I'll
she
keep
one of them?
an eyeball on this thing. You guys
What's her
focus
face look
on
like?
the talkies.
It would be funny if just like all of their faces are just Elia's face. Like, and their body was the same. It's like this guy is just Elia with a full mustache and beard.
You know,
Same with this one, and then this is Elia with horns, and then this is an orc Elia. Gnome Elia.
I wish I took the time and effort to doing that now.
Gosh.
That would have been hilarious. So as you guys have like you get distracted, even though it's only like a few seconds of like the rapid back and forth in your head, you're still distracted. And like as you like Jonah and Delves may have looked at Shalfel, they said, if they even do that for a second,
Oh, sorry.
you can see there's a lot of curiosity and a little bit more suspicion in a lot of people's eyes. As Claudian's been talking this whole time after what Jonah said, but you guys obviously were like distracted by what
Well-
Shalfel was telling you. So
That's why I said something. I wanted to try and still pay attention to what was going on.
Yeah.
yeah, but most of his stuff was he was just like trying to just asking a little clarification details, nothing really important.
Right.
But it got to the point where like he said something, and then there was no like immediate response.
That's why I was saying I wanted to still be paying attention
Yeah.
to what was going on. That's why I was specifying that, because while they were distracted by whatever was going on with Shalfel,
Like Dater was still focused
as
on.
Daydeer,
Yeah.
I wanted to try and be focused on what was going on. That's why I immediately said, regardless of whatever Shalfel's dealing with.
And she
you
did say
continue
like
to
nobody
face
panic. She's
the
got
questioner.
this.
Yeah. That's why I had mentioned
And
that.
then you can sort of deal with his questionings then, because if that was the case.
Yeah, that-
So Jonah says it.
No,
Elliot
I'm not.
from Scorch Run.
Yep.
So he was turned and said,
Well, this name means nothing to me. Do you know what her intentions were with the whole thing? Why would she go through such an ordeal? Cause so much harm?
Our assumptions are is that she's just trying to ascend in power.
Ascended
Something
power?
about as she left the thing, the festival. Something about never being hurt again. I don't know.
It was all very vague,
Yeah, she talked a lot and didn't
see.
say much.
but it was more of the aftermath that we watched.
Then I should pass over to one of my esteemed colleagues. Talia, Tyler, would you like to take it from here?
and as he says that these two, the old lady here and the other gnome here, they both kind of glance at each other and look at you. And you can see between them, they've got the Seekers of Lore and the Scholars Covenant pins.
Mm-hmm.
and they're sort of looking down. And they seem to be having like a back and forth with each other as well. And then finally, she speaks.
So, if we are to complete everything that you've said, your patron is someone who cannot interfere with what's happening because it would cause a greater conflict.
Mm.
And the person responsible is trying to ascend in power in order to never be hurt again. If our connections are correct, then you are dealing with matters that involve godhood. Your patron is most likely a god of some sort. Elia must be trying to ascend to godhood. And you are the ones intending on stopping her.
If that's how all that apparently works, then yes.
That would be the most logical reason that you, one, cannot explain fully what's happening, and two, would explain the series of events that have led you here. I believe that answers most of our questions.
She's going to kind of look around the room, and everyone's kind of glancing at her, glancing at each other, and they all, one by one, sort of give a slow nod.
Oh. So, Gareth, if you would like to conduct the vote now, I believe it is your duty. There's nothing else to discuss here.
Well, all right then. So, all against giving them access to our portal. Raise your hands. I'm going to see some just one by one a number of them. I can't do this any faster, unfortunately. I'm not doing this specifically to be like tense or anything. I just, I literally can't do it any faster. You see, one by one, 6 of them raise their hands.
We're good then. Okay.
And then he said, well, and all in favor? Wait, is it 6? I think it is 6. Everyone else.
Which is more than 6.
Raise their hands.
Did the bard not do it yet?
Patience.
I've been watching her.
Oh,
This
I did miss one.
Ah,
It's really hard. It's really
still
hard
fine.
because I can see GM layer.
oh,
Yeah.
I see.
That makes more sense,
Ish.
yes. 7 to 7. And the only person who hasn't voted
Is Dadir's friend.
is Mr.
I mean-
Tiefling over here.
Dadir's wife's friend. Oh.
Who is sort of sitting and is just like kind of, he's staring off away, kind of like very purposely looking away from everyone as he's like pretending to just kind of like curl his finger around his horn and he just kind of clean it and sort of glances. Oh, are you waiting for me? Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware. Oh, it seems you've split the group. And this is exactly why there are 15 factions, is it not? It's very hard to split an odd number like this. What to do? You know what? She could use a little more enjoyment in her life. I approve. Send them on their merry way. They probably won't make it out of Obscura Arcana alive anyway.
Well, they'll be fine. Me is a different story.
Oh god.
And with that, you have achieved 8 votes versus 7.
Oh my gosh.
And so, to the
I would-
chagrin of all
I
of
was
the around.
Just barely.
I was ready to
You-
be like, what more do you need?
Yeah.
You
Literally.
are given permission to use teleportation circle.
Oh my
Frick
god.
yes.
And it's one of those where as soon as the vote goes up, as soon as he says that, there's like a little bit of uproar starting to happen. And Gluck just immediately is like stepping down, leads you out. And before anyone can say anything and change their minds,
We're already outies.
yeah, he is telling guards to take you to the teleportation circle, and send you to Obscura Arcana. You are
Thank
sort
you.
of being rushed out the door very quickly at this point.
Thank you. Thank you all. You won't regret it. Bye.
Awesome.
I want to shake Garrett's hand when we pass by. I just want to shake his hand.
I'm so fucked.
Yeah, you seem to be.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Teddy. We can. I mean, we've been kind of with your wife for some days.
Nope.
I feel like we've known her.
I'm sorry, you've been with who, Love?
You've seen the version of her from 10 odd years ago. Not that not that long. But
Well, she can be worse, right?
With his reactions, I feel like she might be.
I don't know. We did not leave on good terms.
Well,
I know, but it wasn't your fault.
Do you
we'll
remember
be
the
there to
story of how I
revive you
first
if
met
something
her?
happens.
Thank you, Dove. I appreciate that. I really do.
I'll pat him.
What did Dove say?
We'll be there to revive you.
Oh yeah, definitely. We'll be here. We'll be here even before that if you need us.
You know what we'll do? We'll use that one particular that scroll that keeps you at 1 health
Yep.
when you go and see her.
No, just save it. It'll be fine.
Well, either way, you won't be alone this time with having to meet your potential repercussions of your past actions.
Mm.
About what Shafel said. Should we warn them?
Yeah. Wait.
What can we say?
Is Gareth
Okay.
still kind of like at the outside of the room as we're walking away?
Thing is, are you guys like having this discussion whilst standing there, or are you
I would-
following the guard to the portal?
Yeah, I would have said
Well,
that we were
we're
probably
follow-
starting to like walk down the hall like
Yeah.
with the
Yeah,
guard.
we're saying that in our
Yeah.
heads also.
Yeah, because like you are being escorted to the portal right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah, we probably should maybe send a. Do we have any more sending scrolls that we could pass off to Gareth about checking his room for eavesdroppers?
We
His room?
might have
No.
a few.
What was in there?
Oh,
'Cause-
the big room.
Just a
Shuffle,
surge of
you-
energy.
Yeah, you said that there was some kind of light that you were able to see. Was that what it was?
Yes, there was like a source. It was like it had a source in the room, and it just kept building, and it felt very warm, like warm energy, and it was very bright. And it happened as soon as he said her name.
Okay. Yeah.
As I said her name or someone else?
You, Jonah.
What? But I've been saying her name for some times now. Was she just waiting for us to be here with them?
Maybe there just needs to be more people nearby.
I'm not sure, but either way, we need to let Sir Gareth know that there was a potential eavesdropper in that room.
Take this. I'm gonna pass the scroll over to Dove.
Okay.
This is your problem now.
Okay. I will proceed to do so. What, 25 words?
25 words.
Okay.
Do the teleportation.
Yes. Whilst Dove is deciding on her 25 words, we will end the session now. With you guys being led to a teleportation circle. Very specifically, you guys have not managed to use it yet.
Just don't send it until the teleport is about to happen.
Gotcha.
we don't want them coming back to question us about stuff. We need to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good God.
Exactly.
Is that canonically what's happening? Dub, you're gonna send that basically as you're using a teleportation cycle.
Mm.
18, 19. Probably when we get through, just make sure there's no weird interference with going through teleportation as well as sending. I have no
Yeah,
idea
I'll-
if that would be the case,
I'll
but
just
yeah.
while we're on the other side, while we're already on the destination, we're like, oh, by the way,
Or
Yeah.
I
sorry,
guess
forgot. Bye.
yeah, like I'll probably like either do it just before we step in and then walk in, or when we walk in then send it. Because there's no distance, right? There's no problem with that.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
then-
only if you're on a different plane. Which I suppose
Okay.
technically, if you were mid teleport, you're like in theory on the astral plane, aren't you? So
Yeah.
like, it could technically fail.
Huh.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
That's a
let's
weird
pick
thought.
a side.
Yeah.
That's why I
All
didn't
right.
want to do it mid. Okay, 19.
10 gold on Ariana stabbing me at least once.
Oh yeah,
I'll
we're
do
waiting for
that.
that.
We'll have we should probably, you know what I need to do next time if we ever have free time, and Dove's gonna like kind of go
Yeah,
through her
we need
bag and
free
like
time so bad.
yeah,
We should
I need
have-
to start learning about this alchemy and see if I can start making things
Yeah.
useful to us.
Based on what Nova's told us,
Damn,
we
yeah.
should have free time coming up probably once we're done with Elia, I assume.
Oh, he's done with
Because-
us. In that
because he
case,
did
we'll have
ask us to prepare
plenty of
for-
free time.
Yeah, he did ask
Uh,
us to prepare for free time ideas.
I did say, yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
There was
you
free time
guys need to be
ideas.
working on,
Definitely
What you
poring
wanna
over
do.
explosives and alchemy.
Mhm.
yeah, like, and
Explosives.
I mean, like, big,
Yeah.
like big downtime activities as well. You know, the ones that could take days, weeks, whatever to get through. Not just
Hey, Dove.
read my book.
If you start working on
Yeah.
explosives, let me know, because today I started drawing a dagger and then it turned into an arrowhead.
And then
So
I'm
it-
gonna perk out an arrowhead and being like, oh, do you think it would be able to fit on my bolt?
Maybe, because I also looked up giant runes and found one that says enemy, so maybe I can make an enemy tracking arrow that'll go in your bolt thing and be explosive.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Explosive bolts are a different
Anyway.
level.
Homing explosive bolts.
Anyway.
Pretty
Sure.
good.
It's actually kind of funny. I don't think has Dove ever sent a sending scroll first? I think she's only responded to them.
Oh, it's first time to everything.
Yeah, she's going to say this out loud and make sure it's okay with you guys, and that will be there for next time that we come back.
Perfect.
Perfect.
There's actually
who's
guys
Time to
that?
think
shows,
about
like-
it.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Who is that going to?
that's gonna be going to Sir Gareth.
I like how you say thank you to.
All right, folks, we are going to cut it for tonight. We wrapped up pretty good and we leveled up last time, so that was pretty sweet. I should be back Monday morning for the usual check-in and chill with everybody. Maybe we'll get some paleo in if I can get it working. They keep shutting down. But thank you to everybody that comes and hangs out and lurks around. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their weekend, and I'll see y'all soon.